Hello everybody, we're back for some more Seance of Blake Manor. We're going to try to get some more stuff done on here today. I'm going to play for a few hours. We're thinking about roughly about 3 or 4 hours, give or take. Probably aiming closer to 4, but we will see. But let's go ahead and get right into the game here, guys. As we left off, we're still in the search for the vase. We're still trying to figure out a way to get into the basement. So we can finish off Hisram's system. And we're still trying to figure out, there is one other problem we're still trying to get, which if we go back, the fight here. We are still trying to clear up all of these. We still have 2 suspects that it could have been. Well, technically 3, because it could have been Mr. Dupree. I don't know where Mr. Croissant is, though, so that's a problem. Mr. O'Mara, I can't seem to find either. I may have to wait till after 3 to find him. So for now, I'm kind of just stuck waiting. Oh, you know what? I forgot. She's not. Did I already go through her stuff, though? I think I did. Because I found out she was on death's door. Pretty much. Does not say a time. Yeah, I think I've already looked through all this. Yeah, okay, the 50 pounds being overpaid. Yep. Okay, so yeah, we already been in here. I think there's only one key that we're still missing, which is the well, we're missing technically 2 keys. We're missing the basement key and the other key. We should try to go around and see if we can at least eliminate some people by finding their boots. He doesn't have his boots in here. Fantastic. We already searched his room completely and entirely. Yeah, we're kind of stuck at the moment because there's people that we need to talk to, but we can't get into the room that they're in. They're in the drawing room. And the only thing it'll let me do is like eavesdrop. It won't let me actually walk in, which feels weird considering I should be able to just walk into the room. Small washroom. I know that. I haven't been in her room yet though, because this would have been grayed out if I had. So we can get some more information about her. We already kind of know everything we need to know, though, to be perfectly honest. Several scraps of letters that, judging by the handwriting, are written by Miss Hisham, but whatever she is writing, it seems to be in Arabic. Okay, so we can't read what she's writing. There's stationery, there's maps. She's mapping the grounds and marking rooms off, the reason for which... Well, we already know the reason. We know why she, materials to make the vase drawings. Yeah, we know she's the one that's doing the drawings. We know that. Copy of the quorum. I don't know what that is. A prayer mat. Yep, that makes sense. A journal. Here we go. The dream. It keeps pulling my attention away from the vase. Sometimes hours of searching have gone before I realize that I've been looking for something else. That symbol. She's seen it too. Did she also dream it? I thought we already confirmed that she did. There's nothing there. Let's go. Book of poetry. Let's waste time. Prayer mat. We know she prays. Okay, so we can go ahead and leave this room. It gets me every time. I always think there's someone sitting there. Oh, we've already been in Mr. Dupree's room. Callahan's room. And that's his... Yeah, it's his aunt's room. We've already been in those rooms. There's only a few rooms we actually haven't been in yet. And it's in that one corridor that we do not have a key for yet. We made it into the bathhouse finally. We did get there. Father Simmons' room, or Sennett's room. This is a room that we haven't been in yet. We don't have a lot of information about Father Sennett. So it would be good to have some information regarding him. His boots. Let's look at his shoes. His shoes are medium in size. Okay, so he could be one of the suspects. What the hell is he looking for? Complete maps of the grounds. They are well made until unlike their recent besides them. Let's try to complete a map of the grounds so it's poorly made. Why is he trying to do that? A massive correspondence from various people. One mentions Mr. Doyle and his placement here to investigate. Another talks about how the Aeon has been located, whatever it is. It resides here at Blake Manor. A note here about the freeing the Aeon from its prison at all costs. No death here is real. Another talks about how all attempts to reach Mr. Doyle has failed. I see the flyer for the event is attached to another letter. This is your chance, Father, is written here. Somebody stayed here in order to reach Doyle, but he did not recognize them or know the faith. Connection between Father Simmons and Mr. Doyle. Noted him. Okay, so we have his timetable now. One of the biggest reasons why I want to go into these rooms is to get their timetables, so it's easier for me to find them because they'll appear on the map and whatnot. Okay, it looks like... Oh, wait, what's this? An empty pistol case. Does that mean that he's currently armed? Oh, shit. Bro's not fucking around. The Gnostic Bible. The Gnostic one. He has sermon notes and he likes records inside. It's just a branch of the Christianity he really follows. He has passages about a black iron prison marked, but I cannot make out what they mean. Black iron prison. It's hard to make anything out of use. It's a very dense tone. I need to look elsewhere for more understandable information. Sequence of strange hand-drawn symbols are sitting below the Bible. Wonder what that has to do with anything. This will be a useful later for sure. Oh, what's this? I think he's requesting a meeting, but it's hard to read. Best Murphy. Try talking with the priest. Oh, his journal. Nice. Seems the most recent entry. I've uncovered a hidden door which leads to a woman's changing room. It is an ungodly place. Alas, I was hasting my exit, yet to review it properly. Between our assessments of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. But we will find these catacombs. Come Sunday morning, we will search for them stone to stone. Okay. He's looking for catacombs. Huh. That's what the good father is up to then. Interesting indeed. That's a book written by Miss Giovanni. Interesting. So we know how to get into the bathhouse. Hold on, let's check our map. Did they update our map at all? Yes, we know those three. Oh, she's in the atrium. Hold on. One lady's in the atrium. I might be able to get some information off of her regarding her ties to the father. I don't know what she's doing with the father, but we gotta find out what she's doing with the father.
Sir?
Let's discuss this. Please forgive me prying, but it seems you're not It seems as though you're trying to speak with Father Sinnott. Was there something you'd hope to ask him? Nothing. That would be better left unasked, sir. Okay.
I'll leave you.
Oh,
Now it's 4 o'clock, which means people would have moved from the locations, and we can finally get some more exposition. Bar is open. Okay, so that is interesting. We have some more people finally available. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no, miss. I'm fine, thank you.
please, Mrs. Joyce. I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani. I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that? Why would you? No one's ever. No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
Alright, let's analyze her. Boy, she definitely looks pretty tired. Looks very tired. Let's see, she's got the tarot cards on her hand. Well-worn tarot cards. Vani's jewelry is quite jangly. It's as if her entire body is shaking despite the mild temperature. Yeah. Let's talk to her.
Ora, who is this man? You are late to this event. But you have not missed the heart of it.
I'm sorry if I startled you, ma'am. I'm Declan Ward. Who might you be?
My name? My name, signor, is Carmela Mantovani. I'm the mystic who will conduct this grand seance, who will channel the forces from the other side while the veil is lowered.
Ooh. There we go.
And allow you all to speak with the dead.
Let's see. We need to get... Yeah, we need to confirm this reading. Mr. Dupree tells me you were kind enough to give him a reading on Tuesday. I do not know if it was kindness or more an excuse to practice something familiar, but he's right. I read his cards for him. Hope the reading helps him find the spirit he seeks. Let's see. Let's ask her about the bridge tournament. Were you at the bridge game the other night? No, the only cards that interest me are tarots. It was those I was reading while they were playing their game. Okay, what about his spread? What would you make of a reading made up of the Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Death card? So let me see. 2 major arcana on one spread. There's a lot going on. Perhaps turmoil in the recipient. First, the cards themselves. The Hangman, he represents sacrifice, new perspectives, higher learning, this kind of thing. It is a card of great wisdom and personal growth. Death. Now, this can, of course, mean death, but rarely is this the case. It symbolizes more of a transformation or a transition in life. A fork in the road of life. See? The Ten of Pentacles is for legacy and prosperity being passed down through generations. It is hard to comment on a spread not knowing the recipient. But a cold reading of this, I could take it to mean that someone needs to make a sacrifice and undergo a transition to gain a new perspective. If they do this, they might find something they seek, in the form of perhaps enduring happiness, or perhaps. Are there other ways to read this? Of course, there are many ways to interpret the cards. Take an extreme, for example. In a literal way, those cards could mean a person must undertake the ultimate sacrifice, death. A legacy might be created. Then, through the nature of the death itself, or maybe the Hangman returns here, and new learnings is left in his wake, which forms a legacy. Mind you, this is a shallow reading and only takes the face value of the cards into account, which shows how wide a range of interpretations are. Let's ask her about this. Are you feeling alright? Why do you... Alright, I'm fine. It's just a cough. Perhaps a cold from the weather. London is foggy, but here is just damp to the bone. Your family? Do you have family back home, Miss Giovanni? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, nieces, and nephews you can count, all in one other's pocket, knowing business and having opinions. Laboring on the same farmland day in, day out, with no hope for a better life. I missed them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me, but now, as I age, I had hoped. I do not mind me, Senor Ward. Shakes. Are you cold, Miss? Or are you cold, Miss? Your hands are shaking. Oh, I wouldn't. Don't worry about that. I have been. You are right, of course. I should be wearing my shawl. Let's skip this animation here. Miss Giovanni's goal is to conduct the money, conduct the seance, despite it killing her, as she wants to provide for her family. Yeah.
Miss Montevani is ill. Clearly her work is taking its toll. Another seance might be too much for her body to handle. I should find and confront her about this.
I agree. We should. And since we have her right here, we should talk to her.
Senor Ward.
I want to confront you. Your goal is to conduct the seance despite it killing you, as you want to provide for your family.
It is not just those of us speaking to ghosts who are uncovering secrets. Is it, Senor? I have had time to consider.
Let's do this shit.
To decide. This is not where I wanted to spend my last days.
Fair enough.
But at last this way, my death will have used. The last I have spent on this grand seance. It will be something to be remembered. And this contract will serve my family well. It is not perfect. But few things are, Senor Ward. I have a favor I must ask of you.
What's the favor?
Senor Ward, I believe you to be a good man.
You don't even know me. Just saying.
I will not survive this seance. Even if I hadn't already known it for myself. I have seen it in my cards.
So she's determined to die.
I have resigned myself to this. I have reason for seeing this seance through. My family. I left when I was young. When I realized this gift gave me a way out. And what a life he has given me. I have performed in the old world and the new. Every kind of party I have been to. I even read for Queen Victoria.
Ooh, that's pretty fancy.
And through her granddaughter, I performed a seance for the Tsar and his mad monk. I could not have asked for more.
That sounds like she's had a pretty good life.
But I do not have much left. All I earned, I spent. I could always earn more. But the time for that is at its end.
Obviously, because you're gonna die.
I want to give something. Some fraction of the comfort I have had. This event. It pays well. Too much even. But at a time when I needed much. But now I fear I will be gone before I can get this money to them. Please, Signor, I will give you the secret to the lockbox in my room. Per favore, you must go to my room and get my earnings. Take this symbol. It will open my lockbox. A key to my room. I suspect you already have. When the seance is done, please ensure my family gets the full amount.
Damn.
And let them know I am sorry that I left, but that I love them always.
Nice.
Of course.
Grazie. Now, go.
Now go. Go. Run. Run to the lockbox. Sorry. Oh, you clever lady. I almost figured out how to get in here myself without this. I'll put this away for safekeeping. I'll make sure it gets to Miss Miovanni's family. I can hardly imagine how the other guests are going to react when they go through with the seance or they find out what to do with her. I pray the Lord shows them compassion. They don't owe their complacency. At least Miovanni has chosen to die on her own terms. It's a luxury too few of us are afforded. Yep, we know that she's going to die. I wonder if I've gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Okay. Retrieve the money, confront, act, conclusion. They're able to write. They use magic in the kidnapping and they wear medium shoes. Well, we know. His shoes are medium. He has incomplete maps of the grounds. He attempts to draw on rapport. He's a Gnostic priest. Okay, so he's... we don't know what size his shoes are. Or do we? Mr. Varley. We know the culprit. They wear medium shoes. It doesn't specify if it's male or female, though. That's the problem. She's barely 20. She shows she's unable to read, so we know she can't have done it. Found writings in his room. His shoes are medium. I found a letter from him to Miss Dean. Knew Dean before she arrived at the manor. He has sent a threatening letter. Yeah. She's not related. She's a Protestant. I found a journal filled with writings in her room. Miss Calligan notes state she has no magical talent. We can get rid of her as an option. We still haven't found Miss Flanagan yet. He can craft magical charms. This scene was used and cast by Miss Dean to further her own agenda. Yeah. Well, we know it's not her. We can eliminate her as well. Staff. I staff she would know her way around the manor. She's not into the hocus pocus shit. She's after the urn. She's not after anything else, I don't think. I should search the luggage room for clues, which found me the mysterious object. I've only discussed it with him. I need to discuss that with the rest of the staff. It's hidden motives, okay. The haunting itself. Search the Irish mythology. Oh, you know who would probably know about that shit? Hold on. Would be the guy. The one guy would know. The druid. He would know all about that shit. He's a druid of the old faith. He would know. Naturally, he's not in his normal spot. Can I eavesdrop on their conversation? Shit. There we go.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
Expect me to regret it? Why?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are.
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people?
Huh. That's interesting.
Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
I want to ask her some questions.
Hello? What brings you back?
I already asked her about the dirty water. Shit. Never mind. I'm not.
That's all,
now.
Mrs. Lau.
Farewell, Miss.
I do want to ask her though. Did I already ask her about this?
Sir?
Mr. Valerie mentioned updating the rotations during the bridge game late Tuesday. Yes, sir. So I understand it. Miss Joyce would have been with him, though, not me. Okay. The luggage ticket. I want to ask her about that. Are there tickets for the luggage room? Yes, sir. It's the bags. That's not what I'm looking for. Badly written note. Let's go ahead and ask that. I found a note lying in the hallway, miss. Could I make it out at all? It looks like someone was hoping to ask Mr. Senate for help. Oh, just rubbish, sir. I'll dispose of it. Where did you say it was? Such a stupid idea. I don't think she has any other information that would be useful for me, so we're going to ignore her. Let's check the map. Be able to find some information regarding who's where. The bus is in her room. Okay, so we know... Let's go back to our mysteries here. Okay. We're not interested now. Let's go back to the fight. We're gonna go back to the fight. Okay, we were able to confirm that Mr. Dupree was not the one, so it's either Mr. O'Malley or Mr. Croissant. Which we need to find. Because we have no idea where the hell they are. Oh, there she is. Hold on. We can talk to her.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about this mysterious object that I found. It's strange, but I believe there was something lodged inside the luggage room vent. Oh, for goodness. Honestly, sir, I wish some of these guests had half your consideration, and that's no accident, mind. Mr. Hunter's fighting fit, but even he can't pry it off without one of his tools. Okay. Seems Miss Marie is rather eager to discuss something with the father. I haven't a clue. Okay. Spiritual teacher, so it's perfectly normal for us to ask him all manner of things. Of course, you sought guidance from him as well. That's between me and the Lord, sir. Okay.
I'll be off.
So we asked her what we wanted to. We need to actually go ask the other lady again about that. Let's go on the drawing room real quick, though. Meant to ask her about the stuff in the cabinet. Okay, so who's this? This is the doctor. We haven't spoken to him yet. He is Celtic Cross with a pin. Yep, that's good. And his hands are red raw with a subtle but unmistakable scent of modern doctor's office. Yeah, makes sense. Spirit camera? It says spirit lens. Interesting. Let's talk to her real quick.
Again?
I wanted to ask you about... Let's discuss this ring. Does this look familiar to you, Mrs. Erickson? Well, of course, it is a symbol of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, but you are not a member, so whose is it? This is what I am trying to ascertain. Is there any way to tell the owner from the item itself? Well, they are not stamped, if that's what you mean. The crest is stylized. Perhaps you can use that to find the owner. I don't know much about these things. I'd like to wear jewelry, not make it. Oh, we gotta talk to the jeweler. Let's ask her about it. You know anything about the Hermetic Order? I do. I sure hope so. Let's see. What can I tell you? We're a society of those interested in magic, especially the divine. What you'll hear called high magic. Right now, the Egyptian style is in fashion. The society is based in London. You should see about it, if ever you find yourself over there. Okay. Well,
I won't bother you anymore.
Good
Goodbye
information. Now. Appreciate it. We have to go talk to the jeweler.
Oh, a new face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr...
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very
Rory
pleased to meet you too. And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan, her nephew and apprentice. So I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Interesting. Okay. Let's ask about this. He is a doctor, after all. Can you tell me much about quinine powder? Oh, the malaria treatment. Well, malaria and fever, I suppose I should say. Would a person use it for another reason? Oh, it can be used for all manner of side effects. Temporary blindness, confusion, dulled senses. Unless a person is chasing that kind of thing, then I would say no. Let's get some information about the bridge game. Here was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Miss RC dragged me in on my aunt's suggestion. Miss Garrett was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library. Okay. Enough for 2 tables. Miss Barbosa, Miss Quinn, Blake, and Master Conway. Cigar burn. Yeah, we already know about the chair, the burn. Letter from... Since he offered to teach her Irish magic. Yeah. Miss D mentioned that you offered to teach her some Irish magic. Not so loud. I don't want everyone looking for tutelage. In truth, I did. And so you don't go digging around any further. I did so behind Faye's back. She was against it. But then again, she is against everything. It would have been a move that strengthened my own position in London. which in turn would have strengthened what I could bring back to protect the land here in Ireland. We cannot dig our heels in and hope the world doesn't grow around us. To do so would be a failure in our duty. Record. I don't know. Have you been an apprentice under Fitz for long? I have, for too long. In truth, I have learned everything she has to teach me, but I am still an apprentice. She does not like my modern approach to the role. She believes it's distraction from my work, but to adapt is to work. If only I could get her to see modern problems require modern solutions. The meme! The meme is there! It's right there! Oh no. What is up with your raw hands, my guy? Forgive me for asking, but your hands are okay? Oh, yes, they are. I work with chemicals, carbolic acid to sterilize wounds, and various others to develop pictures. It has left my hands looking worse for wear, though. Wasn't he the one that had photographs? Yeah, he had a photograph. Do you recognize this picture? Of course I do. I took it maybe a week ago. Evelyn must have dropped it. You should return it to her. Let me talk to you about your camera. I've seen one of these before at a fair. A camera, I believe? A good eye, Mr. Wood, and only partially wrong. It is a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. While I modified it to work better as one, any camera in the right circumstances can capture a spirit, of course. My lens filters the image through complex geometry made of, it's that gem. Purite, selenite, and black tourmaline, labradorite, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against it. I thought what better place to really put this device to test than here, these halls, and I dare say the people here are likely crawling with spirits. I'm going to set up a dark room in my quarters so I can quickly develop the images. This way people can take away a copy should they wish. Would you care for a picture? Okay. Oh, that's going to take... Yeah, let's do it. Excellent. Come to my room. I have everything needed to take it and develop your picture quickly. We should go ahead and do that.
Now, are you ready? Comfortable?
Yes, I think I am.
Then sit still and look at the camera. And we're done. It'll take me a few minutes to develop it.
Who the fuck is that?
Please, Doctor. If you mean to make a fool of me, you have gone too far.
This is no prank. Whoever that spirit is...
Eamon. My brother. Eamon.
Eamon is with you, in a way. I should be clear. You are Catholic, yes? This is not to say that your brother isn't in heaven. Perhaps a way to explain it is to think of him as a guardian angel. But in truth, we don't know. Look there, at Miss MacLeod. No spirits. It's not that there is no loss in her life. So why? Nobody has been able to really explain things like this. That is why this event and Miss Mantovani's promises draw so many. Here. Take a copy. And with it, take solace that your brother is watching over you.
Thank you, Doctor. This means a lot to me. I can see why you champion these newer ways.
Doesn't seem concerned that Evan is watching over me. Is he watching over or is he haunting me? Would Dr. Callahan be so sure Edmund was a guardian angel if he knew what had happened? Do we know if his boots... Medium size. Okay, so we know his boots are medium. I thought so. Alright. We need to go back downstairs. We probably need to go into the bar at some point. But I do want to go talk to Mr. Hunter, too. Monsieur Hunter. I need to find O'Hara. That's who I really need to find. I need to find where that fucker's at. Because I have a strong feeling he's the guy I'm looking for. I really don't think it was Mr. Croissant.
Sir,
Discuss. I want to discuss this. Seems to be a strange oddity stuff inside the luggage room vent. What? Why on earth would someone... Oh, if it's a question, I'll lose my last marble, sir. Mr. Hunter got tools for this kind of thing in his tables. Don't you worry, he'll be restored.
I'll leave.
Okay. Perhaps I should go talk to Mr. Hunter then. Before I go into the bar. Oh, wait. Eavesdrop. Fuck yeah.
What do you mean the forge isn't set up? I sent word ahead.
I'm sorry, sir, but our telegraph machine was not working, so we must...
Gods no, I didn't telegram. Terrible yoke. Wouldn't go near one. No, my cousin only came by a few weeks ago and told you.
Do you know who we spoke with?
How would I know that? Do you think he walked halfway across the country to give me a thumbs up?
That's funny.
No, of course not, sir.
Mr. Valerie just seems like he just doesn't give a fuck.
Regardless, even if we had received word, there is no working forge here. Only the anvil remains, and that is ornamental.
Interesting.
And your horseman? How does he shoe his horses then?
I believe he takes them to a place in Guildford.
Ah, here.
Okay, so we know that he's not... They don't have a working forge, but he would give me information on the anvil, so we want to talk to him.
And you're back.
I want to talk to you about the god Genobi. Please. Have you ever heard of Genobi? I have, oi. Melancer travelers that is... Call him Galleon. Or we call our god Galleon anyways. We believe the word was forged out of metal, and since Galleon is a smith god, well, there's a natural comparison that gets made. Anyway, he's not only a smith, he is also a hospitaller of the Talarathanun. You could drink at his feast and not get a hangover in the party. You'd both eat. It'd protect a man from both sickness and decay. And the food you'd eat. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mind some of the protection going into winter. Let's talk about the goddess breed here. You know the goddess breed. Her father was the chieftain of the... And she is a powerful and versatile god. Her realm is up in Fargarth by Dunkouth. A modest shrine, but then I think that's how she'd like it. Okay. What can you tell me about the Fae? Surely you know this yourself. Right, well, in basic terms, they're spirits of the land, or they are the land. People say they can't be trusted or they're tricksy, but that's applying human thinking to them, and you don't want to do that. Okay. What can you tell me about the actual people, then? Can you tell me much about the... Nothing you won't find in the book. They are the old gods of the land, gone underground after being tricked by us mortals. What they think of us now, I can't say, and even as a man who walks their path, I'm not always sure I do lie. Do they hear us? Do they talk to us? Christians think their God does. I can't say. They connect to me. They connected me to this land, and my heritage is all I know. It just feels right to light a fire for them from time to time. They never ask for more than that. Nobody's code of conduct. That's what strange materials. What do you make of these? They look like the components of some sort of charm. I'd say that's about right. Couldn't say what kind of charm though, without seeing it assembled. A lot of magic in the making. That's not what I wanted to do. Go back. Discuss evidence. Let's talk about the actual Timney charm. Found this on the wall about the grounds. What do you make of it? No need to be so vague, lad. You found it in someone's room. Don't worry, I'll pray no further. It's a binding charm. Stops the target from having any magical effect on someone else. It only works if it stays close to the person it's targeting now. It's a binding charm. I think I've seen something talking to Grant Manor. Large ghostly figure. If you're seen as a near lucky man, the old gods get an education in your heritage. Lad, they walked the land a long time ago before disappearing into the other world, but fragments still exist, like the way you say it, large ghostly forms.
No, I should go.
Only do something if you want.
Okay, let me talk to him real quick.
May I be of service?
Yes, I wanted to ask you about this. Someone seems to have a strange object inside the vent room. Did they? Well, I'm sure they had good reason for it, although I can't imagine what it might be. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. The ground not have his tools and deal with it for sure.
I need no.
Certain.
Okay. I don't know where Mr. O'Mallory is. He's the main guy I need to find. Him and Mr. Croissant, but like, I don't think it was Mr. Croissant. It doesn't seem like it would be Mr. Croissant to me. He just doesn't seem like he would be the culprit. It just doesn't seem right to me, man. Alright, let's go out to the gardens real quick. Talk to Mr. Hunter here.
Mr. Ward.
I want to ask you about his statement. Well, no, I don't need to ask you about that. I need to ask you about... Did I already ask? Oh, I already asked you about it. I overheard a conversation about one of the young ladies looking for a suitor here. Have you heard anything about it? If I did, Mr. Ward, I wouldn't say so. Not good having the staff gossip about the guests, but... With that said, the young lady here has my best wishes, brave girl. Drugged water jug. Strange materials. Let's go with that. Do you know much about witchcraft and magic? Well, I wouldn't call it witchcraft, but I have my own ways of things. It's a long tradition of Scotland of knowing how to bring a person good fortune or ward off evil things you can make the effects in life. It's a gallery statement. Staff meeting Tuesday evening. Well, Miss Verley had a sit-down plan with myself and the housekeeper. I got out of it on an accident into the stall door needing fixing. Afterwards, Miss Joyce was complaining about something he or other had said. Wasn't anything of note, mind you. She just likes to complain now and then. Drugged water. You notice anything odd about Miss Lerner's behavior since she's been here? I overheard her complain about loss of sight, but it's not my place to pry. I'm confident the matter is resolved now. She will be right in no time. Mrs. Dean's invitation. I wonder if Miss Dean was personally invited to the event. Miss Viavati was, if I heard right. Can't say for sure on Miss Dean. I didn't hear it from the staff or from her. I suspect she'd made it known. Not everyone would have invited that trouble on themselves. You knew Miss Leah McLeod before this event. Aye, Mr. Ward, I did from a previous posting. I worked for her family, knowing her since she was a Brian. She's like a daughter to me. I've always done my best to look out for her when others couldn't. There's no point asking about that. Let's leave.
Right.
Okay, did we get... I haven't really gotten anything that kind of... Nothing that really, like, helps us unlock any other stuff. It's locked, hasn't been opened in a while. Oh, that goes into the ballroom. Okay, yeah, the ballroom's going to be locked until the dance. I guess we can try going to the bar. He might be in the bar. It's a possibility, I suppose. Wait, let me go to the map here. Timetable. Who was it that had the weird... Let's go to the bar. There he is. And there's Mr. Doyle. Okay, cool. Well, let me ask Doyle real quick. Double check here. Yeah, I already know. Okay, so I gotta do that, but I have to wait till the night to do it. Haunting. Okay, that's not... Let me ask him this question real quick.
Hello again.
I wanted to ask him about this. Looks like there's something crammed inside the luggage vent. What? I don't know what you've heard, sir, but there's not any this time. Sorry, we'll sort it out. Okay, so you don't have anything useful there. You're probably stuck here the rest of the time.
You?
Yes, me again, asshole. Let's see. Bridge game. Did you attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday. I did not. No, I was elsewhere in my room praying. I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. It's not. What do you know about Enochian magic? Oh, you've been talking to people, have you? Did they send you to me? Well, I'm no lecturer, but the gist is like something like it is its own magical discipline using rituals and ceremonies to speak to angels and their like. It was all developed some time ago. It does work, not so often as I would like, but you'll make do. Angels don't speak our language exactly, which is entirely another thing, but there are ways to work around that. It is almost enough just to have them answer. Almost, but they do not stay for very long, I would know.
I'll be off,
Don't let me...
God damn it. What we know of Ghost. Is it automatically going to force me to go to the event? Okay, apparently not. That's good. Let's talk to him again.
You again?
Yes. I want to ask you about the soul jars. Do you know anything about soul jars? Practical magic and artifacts isn't really my sort of thing, but actually, as it happens, yes. They're used for holding, well, souls, life essence, and what have you. Damn hard to find, or so I am told. You're not really giving me what I need here, bro. Do you know anything about the concept of fetters? Well, not so much as some of the others might, but I'm not much for that discipline, but I believe that they're the things that hold ghosts in this world. I suppose that's why they call them fetters, named for the old shackles used to transport prisoners. Well, I pretty much asked him everything I can think of. He wouldn't know much about the Fae, I'd imagine. I don't believe in that at all, but one night I was walking home from the fields, a way I often took from before. Found myself trapped. I could see the way out, but no matter how far I walked, I couldn't get no closer. I swear to you, I could hear laughter. Even a fairly small hand touched me. I offered up what was left of my hip flask by way of tribute and ran. They must have taken it because I was finally out. Maybe they were Fae, maybe something else. Regardless, I have no longer walked home that way.
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep...
She is Doyle.
Hello again, sir.
Yes, there's something I need. I wanted to ask you about this. Somebody dropped this note. Do you recognize the symbols on it? No. What do they... Actually, I do recognize the... Please put that away. It's messing with my stomach. Have you heard of an Aeon? That's like an angel, right? It's that, right? How do I know? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. I can't find it, Father. This place is protecting... Ugh. What is wrong with this guy? It's like he's... It's almost like he's, like he's, like, brainwashed or something. It's the best way to describe it. It's like he's brainwashed. Staff-only door. Okay. We do need to find the father. if we find him, we could probably talk to him about that more. Pretty sure I can't go this way. Yeah. Supply closet. Is this that same supply closet that leads to the... Yeah, it is. He said he found a hidden path that led to the female's door room, right? Yeah, weird. I didn't want to do that. There's nothing inside. Of course there wouldn't be anything inside. Why would I think there would be? Okay, well... Or maybe she did say the men's room. I could have sworn the other guy said something about it being the women's room. Northeast corridor. Yeah, I don't want to unlock that door. It wouldn't be smart. I'd just go back the other way. I don't think Miss O'Malley gave me what I needed, though. So I'm probably going to have to talk to... Let's see. Yeah. She's in his room praying. Yeah, I've got to find Mr. Croissant so that I can confirm his alibi. One of them have got to be the culprit. I just don't know which one. Let me see. Let me check the map. Those three in the drawing room. She's here. I'm in the changing room. Courtyard, first floor. He could be anywhere. I honestly haven't seen Mr. Croissant since the very beginning. It's almost like he just left. Like he's like, I'm out. He's still out here?
I still want.
Let me ask one more thing. Let me get your timetable. I might know about the Fae too. You know what they say, no rest for the wicked. I'll be tending the horses most of the morning and working the gardens in the late afternoon. Thankfully, Mr. Valerie doesn't tell me need me for the ball tonight. Then tomorrow, we'll deliver with a leave delivery all morning, so then it'll be me down in the basement to unload. But I have to tend to the gardens for a while around at 11 a.m., so I'll step out for that. Then I might see about getting a moment or two rest below decks before the seance goes on. Let me ask you about the Fae real quick. What do you know about the Fae? The Gal folk, we call them back in Scotland. Same idea, even if the specifics change. Certainly, I've seen enough to know they leave scraps out before them. I keep a good bottle of brandy in my room, offered up to the horses when the horses are unwell. Okay. Offers them up when the horses are unwell. Interesting. Oh, that's that. Let's shut. Oh, graveyard. That's gonna be open tomorrow on Sunday. Okay, so that's uniquely closed except for on Sundays. So a lot of these places are just completely closed off until certain events unlock them, which makes perfect sense. Just, I just don't know, man. There's her shoe. I imagine there wouldn't be anyone out here. And if there was, they wouldn't be, they would most likely be, yeah, we already know about her. We need to figure out him. Both part of the same church. Not exactly sure what the whole gimmick is, but I guess we'll have to figure it out. And we're going to have to figure it out the hard way. I haven't had a chance to talk to Walter, or I haven't had a chance to talk to the master of the house either. Him or his son. Those are the main two that I'm still missing. I imagine when I get a chance to talk to them too, a lot more information is going to be added. Still don't know what her motive is though. Let's see, let's go to the map. Atrium. First floor. Okay, those two are upstairs. Let's go upstairs real quick. Mr. Croissant's room. Listen. Okay, so he's definitely not in his room. But I just don't know where the hell he could be at. He could be literally anywhere. Is the problem. Mr. Croissant could be in any location. Yeah, okay, so they're back here.
Father? What are you doing up here?
Ah, Mrs. Joyce. You see,
Oh, never mind. I've been needing to speak with you urgently.
Not this again, Mrs. Joyce.
I can't do it. I can't, but I must. Oh, Father, I just don't know if I have the courage to...
There is no must here, Mrs. Joyce. Be it madness or the passion of Christ that drives you. Do what is in your heart.
How can you be so flippant about...
Few things matter in the end, Mrs. Joyce. This isn't one of them. Whatever you choose, her soul is bound to hell. There is only one thing that can change that.
The hell? Her soul.
Yes.
Alright. First thing we need to do is we need to talk about this Gnostic Bible. Discovered a Gnostic Bible, Father. Would you know what this means? Did you now? Gnosticism is an old branch of Christianity. It bears many similarities, but its faithful known believe they know the true nature of reality, and hope that the knowing of that truth will allow them to find a way to enter the kingdom of heaven, the true kingdom of heaven. What is the true kingdom of heaven? Tell me about the Black Iron Prison. All of this life is the prison. This realm filled with magical trinkets and lizard flesh built to distract us from the truth, from enlightenment. Hell is real, Mr. Ward, and we are in it. Ooh, that's an interesting concept. Let's do this. I believe Mr. Murphy wished to speak to you. Well, then she should do so. I am ready to receive her, but I do not think she will ever be ready to come. Okay, so that kind of... We can go with this note. I found this note outside the door, Father. Does this mean anything to you? I'm afraid I cannot make out much of it. However, whoever sent it will follow up by more considerable means. Yeah. Maybe. Let's go with this. You know anything about Enochian magic? The supposed language of the angels. I've not learned it. Never saw the need. I speak the angels of creation. Can speak English just fine. That's a good point. You would think they would be able to. Can you tell me more about these aeons? Aeon's the closest thing likely known is an angel. So many levels are similar beings of creation sent by Monad God to build the universe. Gothic research. Yeah, we need to learn more about that. Let's do this. One other person that I don't know. I finally think I understand Gossis as a father. Perhaps the topmost layer, child, but I'm happy for you. Next comes believing it, then the clarity and freedom that brings it. In time, you might find your way. Let's go with this. Father, I found these symbols and was wondering if you knew what they meant. These are alchemic symbols used in theory to unlock the fundamental nature of the universe. Burial records? What do you make of this? What else do you expect me to say? As other than someone recently dead, my condolences and successor to Mrs. What's her name? Yes, yes, yes. Can you tell me anything about feathers? Well, typically they are manacles used to restrain one around the feet, but given where we are, I suspect you mean it in the more esoteric sense, in which case it is a term used to describe what anchors a spirit to a place or person. This manor's house houses many specters, most likely trapped by the events that led to their death. Perhaps they are fettered to the building or land. Perhaps something else kept them trapped here. And lastly, we'll ask him about the Fae. Do you hold any truck with the idea of the Fae? Of course, I don't believe in them. But even I try not to walk the dark path alone at this time of year. Faith is an interesting, complex thing. Okay.
I'll take.
Go with God.
Okay, so he gave me some information, but not much.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
I want to ask you a couple more things. I want to ask you about the notes. It seems the stall door has been yeah, that was Mr. Hunter's work. He's quite the handyman. That was a waste of time. Shouldn't have asked her about that. Badly written note. I found this note, Miss Joyce, but I couldn't make head or tail of it. It's a note from its her handwriting. Oh goodness, I haven't a clue what it says. The scrawl is too messy. Far too messy. A stone cross with a blood on it. I accidentally stumbled into the broom closet recently and found a stone cross on the cleaning trail. Oh yes, that'd be mine, of course. It's broken off of an old statue and it was being tossed out and, well, I wouldn't want it to go to waste. Of course, it's a shame, though, about the red stain. Oh, that's only rust, sir. I quite like it, to be honest with you. After all, Jesus must have bled from this to die for our sins. Let's talk about angels real quick. Do you believe in angels? The Lord sends his messengers to care for each and every one of us, sir, I'm certain. On the days when my heart is full and my mind is free from cares, I give special thanks to him. Let's see, what about the cross? A necklace at a distance, I assumed it was a resurrector, but now I see it's St. Mary's cross. Yes, sir, all my love to God, Jesus, and Mary, but I have a special place in my heart for St. Brigid. I kept her close to me as she protects us, sir, from evil and from fire, too. The goddess breath, yeah. Do you know anything about the goddess? Dear St. Rose, sir, she may bless us. You know, I think she's always been there for me. I feel more at peace when I feel near. Who else can I talk to about the god? There's two people that are locked in one other person that I haven't talked to. Let's talk about the Fae real quick. Best not to invite the fair folk attention at all, Mr. Ward. If you ever do, best be polite and make sure you don't accept anything or offer none besides. What about the shadowy figure? Have you ever heard of a large shadowy figure stalking the grounds? What? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old house lady. Fortunately, I'm quite serious. Oh, please don't say that. Please, sir. If it's a children's tale you're after, go hang out in the library. Oh, maybe I should. Thank you, Mrs. Joyce.
I'll be off.
God bless.
Okay, so she didn't have anything worth a damn to tell me. I know it's a fucked up way to look at it, but it's true. Well, that's the very bottom. We don't want to go into the very bottom. He might be outside the stables. We gotta find Mr. Croissant, because if we find him, we can finally figure out the trail. I haven't seen him since. Which honestly makes me kind of nervous. I haven't seen him in a while, which makes me think he's dead. To be perfectly honest, I think he's just dead. I think somebody killed the poor guy. This leads to the front doors, yeah. Oh. Seen him in a good minute. I have no idea where he could be. Not the slightest of clues. He could be in here, maybe. There's nobody in here. Wait a minute. Seems somebody lost the transcription. It's addressed to Miss Barbosa. Oh. We already know about that. We're fine there. Okay. Well, we found something for Miss Barbosa. Let's go find her, which I think she's in the. I think she's in the drawing room. Is there anything else I can talk? No, I don't think there's anything else that's important for you right now. Nobody in here either. Damn. He might be in the drawing room too, though. I'm just afraid of going in there because I feel like there's going to be a whole cutscene that goes off in there, and I'm trying to make sure I search everywhere else first before that happens. Well, as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like there's anyone else anywhere else. Wait, I might be able to do something in the library. Let me check and see if there's more research that needs to be done in here. Well, there we go. Information on Gnosticism. Read on. An early branch of Christianity that believes that the material realm we currently reside in is a hell, which they call the Black Iron Prison, and that the being commonly seen as God is in fact a powerful but lesser demiurge, a version of a traditional devil figure. This demiurge is the secret child of some aeons, the face creator, angels, that was hidden in this realm by its parents for fear of retaliation from the true creator. Bored, lonely, and jealous, it created humanity to worship it as a god, but it itself is flawed and thus are so we its creatures. They believe that the only actual way to ascend into heaven and meet the true creator, Manad, is to realize the falsities of this reality and find a way to break free of this plane of material lies. Faith seems to exist as an answer to the question, why does God allow bad things to happen? With their response being, true God does not know of this place. Streaming goes, gods, we didn't look at this yet. Let's read on. Became the Marquis of Doom at the age of 24. When his father, Graham, died of old age, he rolled through the Great Freeze, 3 years slaughtering until he drowned. Well, we already know about this. Despite the series from repetition, the portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. Yeah, we already knew about that. Why did it... Oh, it didn't. Okay. I thought it said... I thought it, like, forced me to, like, take time off that. Okay. We've put it off for too long. Time to go to the drawing room. There's so much information that I don't have. And I don't like it.
By their nature, they're hard to define. And yet, even in their elusiveness, questo funzionerà. We find them everywhere. By their many names, they're all across the world. There are many formations. Some echo the grief they left upon the world and are blind to the living. While others are vengeful and aggressive.
Aggressive.
Regardless, no single specter experienced has been able to directly communicate. But tomorrow night, tomorrow night we intend to change this.
Do we? Okay, so please do not enter once a talk is in session. Yeah, we already know. So I'm basically stuck for like this next half hour here. Damn it, there's gotta be a way to confirm. Son of a bitch. Let me go back up into his room. He might have a journal that tells me of his goings. He might. Damn it, Mr. Croissant, you're not making my life easy here. It's a book. No. Of course you don't have boots over there. No boots over here. You have cigarettes. Nothing worth a damn. A novel. We already know about that. We're not really interested in that. My ears and shoes. Medium size. We know he wears mediums as well. Correspondence. Yeah, we know about that. Notes. Right, he was doing lucid dreaming. That's right. Where the hell is he, though? Well, the only other thing I can think of is like trying to go into my room and doing the thing. Looks like I might be able to do this. There, visual anchor. If I want to explore the shared dream, this is the best representation. Mistine's journal. Now to sleep. But if this works, I might learn something about the dream by the time I wake. Let's try it. So we got to try something.
Did it? Am I back in the dream?
I think we are, dude. Yeah, we definitely are. Okay, so we made it back into the dream. This is different, though. There wasn't a picture on the wall last time.
A painting. In the place of the sigil from before. That's O'Connell Street. Back in Dublin. God, I miss Dublin. It is so simple compared to this place.
Yeah, tell me. The fireman.
The fireman? Why is there a picture of my club here? I wonder if I can find it. can't be far. Perhaps beyond this.
And that's gotta be my brother.
Eamon, you dog. Pull up a stool and I'll already, no. This isn't right. This isn't him. He's gone.
What the fuck?
Dean?
I just want to go home. But every door, every window, every corridor leads to the sails.
What the fuck is that thing?
Home is so close. Just behind one more lock. Come to the sails, Declan. Help me find the way out.
Whoa, what are these? What were those? Well, mission semi-accomplished?
She's gone. I'm awake. But it worked. I dreamt. It was the same as before, but it was as if I was seeing what was behind the dream.
Yeah.
I saw my family, my home, Dublin. I was trying to find these things. They felt so close. Just behind the next obstacle. My brother, waiting for me at the bar. I might have wandered forever searching for them. Certainly it felt that way, had Miss Dean not shown up. Or the presence behind her. That presence spoke true, Miss Dean, I believe. Did it conjure her too? As it did the images of home.
Definitely sounds like it, my
Does
guy.
it want me, or rather all of us, experiencing this dream to attend the seance? Or is that as far as it can get on its own journey out of this place?
Wait. The picture's changed.
Something is different here.
Pictures have changed.
This is the fireman. The club I attend. This, that image. It was in the dream. Has the dream changed it here? Has changed how I see this place? Am I only seeing this now because the lucid dreaming has opened my eyes to what is being shown to me? It's changing back. It hasn't altered, bled into the here and now. Would a longer sleep have resulted in the change lasting longer? Or maybe staying here for what else is the dream changing that I am not aware of? Now, I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis.
I know that you need to do that, but problem is I can't talk to the one guy to confirm that shit. Let's form a hypothesis then. We are all experiencing dreams. Oh, wait, no. Dream. A practitioner's dream that is bleeding into reality. No? We're experiencing a shadowy figure's dream that is bleeding into reality. Yeah.
This dream, we feel like we're wandering this place, trying to find a way out. Out to family. Out to home.
Yeah, we definitely are.
But we cannot. We can only get to the seance. It's blocking us. But it's not really us. There is something at the back of the dream. Its dream. That same entity. So we are in its dream, experiencing its desires, its fears. And when we wake, the dream bleeds into our world. For a while, at least. Perhaps longer the more it is experienced. I wasn't aware of the changes at first. I noticed them because I experienced the dream more lucidly than before. Which would explain why none of the others have mentioned the bleed in their journals or conversations. Well, regardless, everything points to the same. I believe this entity spoke to me. True Miss Dean. It wants us to gather at the seance and help free it. I had a bad feeling about that event before. But now, it's clear that I must stop as many people as possible from attending.
Yeah. We only have one more day to do that shit.
Is this a painting of Dublin? Why is that all the way over here? It has faded back to its original image. But for a brief moment, it has faded back to its original image. But
Okay, so we know... Alright. Now that it's 6, though, we might be able to figure something out by finding Mr. Croissant. I've got to figure out where this motherfucker's at. Is he just, like, gone? Like, completely gone? Permanently and everything else? I doubt it, but, like, I don't know, man. Mr. Croissant, where the hell are you at? There's Miss Callahan. We haven't talked to her yet. She's got that same fucking necklace. Okay. Folk jewelry. Patched up clothing. Unusual hair color. Streak of white hair runs through her red hair. Okay. Let's try talking to these two.
This will be my last seance, Mr. Dupré. I won't survive the strain.
Then won't you reconsider?
And by myself what?
That's enough time to make it home.
Is it?
It has to be worth trying.
I live too good a life, Mr. Dupré. All my earnings are spent and I'm broke.
I'm sure they wouldn't see it that way.
But it is the truth. No, I will do this seance and send the money back. They will have some comfort in that. What I ask of you is to make sure my body returns to them.
Of course, Miss Mantovani. You can rely on that.
I will literally take it to my grave.
Okay. Let's talk to her. We might get some exposition.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
we have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan.
Fia.
No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local bandri, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable seance.
You mentioned you were a Bandrian. What was that now? Oh, it's like a hedge witch. I offer treatments, both physical and spiritual, to the locals, and I look at the land too. Really, though, a land and its people are entwined, so it's the others. Leave the well. Let's do this one here. Heard that you've been known to offer people well scryings, is that right? Well, to put it simply, scrying means looking for answers. someone you couldn't otherwise see. The well has a lot of power about them, you know. If you ask a question to one, it might give you the answer. If you're lucky, it might even show you what you're looking for. That's what I do. I ask the well for answers, for information, for more to provide. Let me ask you about the Fae. Can you tell me about the Fae? The other folk, you mean? I'd be careful, especially here. Now, as we are near showing, the veil gets thinner and thinner. It's not only ghosts that draw near. Let me talk about the cross first. It's a fine cross you have there. This is just to keep the priest off my back. Between you and me, Declan, I don't care much for the new gods. They're high up on their golden thrones. I prefer the old gods walking the land. What can you tell me about these people? Can you tell me about the Duns? The old gods, they are all around us in the hills, the rivers, the valleys, just below the surface where the other place can sometimes be found. I like that. I like when I am angry with a god, I can go to their house and yell at them. Fair enough. Bridge game. We're at the bridge game. I was, dear, the fine thrashing we gave people. Who was playing? Oh, well, it was myself, little, against the Marquis Blake and Mr. Count Verdry, much of other dismay. The other table was Quinn, Lau, D'Arcy, the poor Barbosa, who thought it would be fun to play, but was soon set straight into her thoughts. Alright, let's talk about these two gods. A smithing god named as same as Brid. My understanding is his work focuses more on war, weapons, and armor. You see, where her work was more the daily task, horseshoes, tools, pots, and the like. Okay, what about her? What else to say? Healing of the land, the body, the mind, all that. Some very work, blessing on the land. I do a bit odd scrying for those who need them. I am trained. Okay. I have a lead. What was that lead? Investigate room 9. I already kind of did those though. Wait. Which one did I just do? Oh, her duties is what I did. Okay. I meant to talk to her. Can you tell me about the goddess? Well, as the counting the winters say, branches of summer, one of the fairest and most beloved goddesses. It said that she is this. When her son was killed by she attended to fine keeping, all the others gaining sense. It's her sharing the sorrow with mortal kind and knowing their plan of loss. Keening. We gotta figure out what keening means. Shadowy figure. Now they've gone and done it. I warned them that nothing good would come of this seance. It's not a ghost, that's for sure. They only come in one size. All this meeting has lured some of the fair folk here, or maybe awoken one of the Touloons. Don't look at me like that, freakless crow. Declan. The old gods, gone from our plane to the other world, but sure that what kind of god can walk among his people even now and then? Let's talk about the other two gods. You speak to the Morgan. I gotta tell you, she's a blood-hungry madwoman, or she's the great savior of the land, a mother of monsters and lover of mankind. Maybe she's all of it, maybe she's not. Maybe she's that and more. I really don't know. I don't walk her path, and I have not met her. The monks who wrote down our ways edited our ways, so it's the villain they made out of her. Okay. Tell me anything about Kellic. A bit. It's her I welcome in when I form the circle and make space for adventurous to form. Sit on our chair in the spring equinox to welcome the days, and then again in the autumn one to build them faith. Bid them farewell. I've crawled through her house on silver glimpse and caught a glimpse of the other world. In return, she sometimes visits me in my sleep and teaches me a trick or two. It's from her I have my skies. Okay. It's the passageway. Do you think it's hard for him to be in your senses for all these years? It's been a long road, yes, but he's in my shadow since he was small. Even now I worry that little shadow could disappear entirely inside my own. But he is still a bit of his own head, tries to think ways through he could be feeling instead. It gets you as much trouble as never stopping to think in the first place. We'll get there, he's just not there yet.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan.
Let's look at some of the evidence that we got. Let's see. So let's look at her. Where is she at? Did I? No, let's just say she's gotta be here somewhere. She wears small shoes. I should discuss this with her, actually. We don't have any more information regarding this. We need to talk to the guy about that, actually. So shit, I meant to talk to her about that. I gotta go right back in there. We need to talk to the jeweler about the ring. He could help us with that. That'll give us a little bit more information, but not much. There's one more thing I wanted to ask you about. Has been in recent correspondence. That wee scrun, I told him to stay away from her, writing to her behind my back, no less. She'd be the ruin of him. And you marked my words, I won't let that happen.
I'll let you.
You take care.
Facts about her. What fact did we learn? Fearful that Miss Dean is going to take Dr. Callahan away from her. Okay. Yes, his prior history. He's perpetually obsessed with angels. It's got to be him. It's got to be Mr. O'Hara. It's got to be. He's got to be the one that chased her down. He's the only one that makes sense. I don't think it was Mr. Croissant. I just have a strong feeling because Mr. Croissant refuses to do magic. That should be enough information alone. That's the thing I don't get. Like, why would he fight with her? You know what I mean? Like, we know... Wait, where's Mr. Croissant at? Croissant? Okay. Yeah, I don't see him being the guy. It's gotta be him. Alright, let's check everywhere. See if we can figure out if we can find Mr. Croissant. I doubt he's in his room. What's this? Another vase drawing. Oh, I need to find Miss Barbosa about that letter that I found. Now I think about it. I doubt there's going to be anything outside, but you never know. I feel like I'm running around with like a chicken with my head cut off trying to find this one guy so that I can finish this stupid thing. I'm literally just missing one person. What's this guy saying?
There you are, love. Good.
I petted the horse. I got an achievement for petting the horse. You know, fun fact, my family used to own horses a long time ago for a short period of time. Pretty cool, actually. It was quite fun, honestly. I actually got to ride a couple horses in real life, and I'll never forget my horse Patches. She was a sweetheart. We called her Patches because she was brown with white spots. Very pretty horse, though. And she was ate up. Like, she had a mind of her own. Which I guess a lot of horses are like that. Well, at least a lot of the ones I've seen. She was very spirited, though. Had a mind of her own. She was very well mannered, though. But she could be. Oh, there's Miss O'Hara. Let me see if there's anybody in the telegraph room first. Mr. Croissant, are you in here? No. Okay. Well, screw you, man. You gotta be here somewhere. I doubt he's in his room. Although I haven't checked since the hour changed. Yes, I do. I wanted to ask you about this telegram. I was going by the telegraph room, and this was waiting for you. I thought I'd bring it to you. You didn't read it, I hope. Let me see. Damn it. Is everything alright? It's fine, it's fine. My time in Brazil has come to an end. What does one do in that case? Well, my father was from here, so it makes sense to come this way. In truth, I do not care much for ghost stories. We have plenty back home, but this hotel has a lot of records for this area, so I come. This event suits me. If I came here alone, I would be the main attraction. Yes, now I am the one who plays the drums in the carnival, and there's so many, nobody pays attention. I'm researching everything I can to find about this area, census data, birth records, immigration records. Your people have badly kept records. My room is full of stuff, but I can't find a thing on him. This is a foolish thing. I know only his first name, Shay, and when he left the country, and anything like so many others. Learn Shay's real name. Do you have much in the way of family back home? No, my mother was an escaped slave. She was raised in Colmayo. I lived there my whole life, almost entirely until leaving. Until slavery was abolished in 1888. Until then, we were slow to trust outsiders. But last year, my mother and I went to Rio to see Christians there. Christmas, not Christians. She was nervous, but I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts despite the heat. We even tried a mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. It's all I have left of her. A man saw us one day, a captain of the force who had run-ins with my mother from her camp. His job was to recapture slaves back when slavery was in full force. Bitter at having never found our settlement, he followed us back that day. Then he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began shooting at the place, killing many, including my mother. Those he did not kill, they captured, and so my home was destroyed, my family killed and scattered. My lord, that's awful. Yes, I feel adrift in the world. Maybe someday I'll find something good.
I have to be off.
Sure.
Okay. We still gotta find. So we have some more stuff we can research in the library at least. Let's go ahead and research that new information. We gotta figure out Shay's real name. Wait. Wasn't... Well, these two love hanging out in the library, don't they? Do I have any more information
Hello,
to
Mr.
talk
Ward.
to her? I have the bridge game. Might as well ask her about that. Tuesday I didn't mean to play, but I got somehow roped into it. Perhaps next time my challenger will reconsider. We only had 2 tables and played in rotation. It was, let me see. Yeah, we already know all this. We're not really worried about that. Let's talk about her scars real quick. How you ended up with the injuries? Oh, is it enough to say I have terrible luck? But there is some luck, I suppose, in the fact that I've only been scarred, and it hasn't killed me yet. You talk like there's something after you. It does look that way, Mr. Ward. Pen in your pocket. You have a pen in your pocket, miss. It just in case it slipped your mind. Oh, don't worry, it's clean. I've stained enough of my clothes not to make the mistake again. Take it you're not often without one. I'm a poet by trade. I prefer to carry one. I'm never caught with a refrain so much like without the means to write it down. That weird looking brooch. That's quite a striking brooch you have. My sister gave it to me as a keepsake when I set off. A good luck charm, she called it. I hope she was right. But the well's crying and it won't be done. You know about the whale scrying. It's an Irish tradition, gazing into a whale and asking for answers. Doesn't seem to have transferred to England like you might expect of a mostly secular spiritual practice. It might be that it only works, at least as is known, in Ireland, I wonder. I've arranged a session with Miss Callahan. I want to check on the family. Okay, so you don't really have much to tell me. Egyptian artifact. Mary Blake. Information on Mary Blake. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquis of Doon, in 1881, she gained the title of Marquise. Blake established the Blake Foundation of the Fountain of Marquess, work schools, and widowed. Committed much of the Blake fortunes to the foundation. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools. Philanthropy, charity work, God-fearing woman, to death. Yeah, we got that. Let's read that real quick. He ruled over the Great Freeze for 40. At some editions suggest that he was drowned in a tsunami. Seems not popular with people around him. His Hillary maid went missing. Rumors suggest that he rejected advances. Fiance came. Various notes on her say that the staff. One note says you can still hear sobbing. Yeah, let's read this too. Was born. She disappeared without a trace. She had a passion for music. Father's guest in most moments, leading church, Blake's, parents, whereabouts made known. Irish mythology. Let's look up Jonathan Blake. Died Richard Blake, the son of William Blake. William is said to have been a stern and ruthless man who would do anything for the betterment of his family. Richard Blake was considered quite the opposite. His interest kept him from the manor, and on his passing in Paris, Jonathan Blake opened the grounds of the hotel, helped revitalize the lands post-famine, but not much else is recorded about him. He does not seem to have many other exploits. There's nothing about Walter yet. Edward was an Englishman serving in the Commonwealth conquest of Ireland. By then, the Commonwealth, he was a notable figure among the English forces. Credited himself, Percival Cognac. The Blakes have gone on to become figureheads. Look up the Blake family. Originally, the Blakes, the branch of a family now the residents of the Cunning region. They are descendants of Illustration War veteran Edward Blake, who served during the Commonwealth conquest. The awards of his service and valor, Blake was rewarded to seize land. While they're there, it must be admitted a number of ghoulish tales from about Edward breaking his family line. Though these should not be paid heed, for surely they indicate nothing more than superstition. Okay, so there's not much information about that. That's more Blake history. That's religion. That's religion. Hold on. Let's look at this. Might be considered equivalent to a wizard or sorcerer, perhaps one of the religious. However, their nature remains a source of speculation, as they remain a feature of antiquity. While the author of this book has encountered rumors of their continued existence, I was unable to verify their truthfulness. Celtic religious symbols. 3 spirits join together, and there's representing the spiritual world. Ancient symbol of tri-pointed knot. None of that really helps me. Irish history. I do want to look up kneeling. Yeah, let's look up kneeling. Or lamenting over the dead is an ancient custom practice in Ireland, which origins tracing back. Closely resembles the Hebrew both being lamentations of weeping with clapping of hands. Traditionally, Irish bards led the funeral songs that addressed the deceased genealogy, rank, possession, virtues, and vices, but over time, hired mourners, often women, took over. Till about the middle of the last century, the customs had very generally adhered. Oh, that was unexpected. Hello. Hello, cats. Hello, hello, Thixon. Thank you guys for both joining. Let me give you guys both a shout out real quick. Let's see. Thank you for the raid, though. That was very appreciated. Was not expecting that at all. Hope you guys had a good stream. Both shout outs here to everybody who's joining in. Thanks for joining. My name is Sidolphus, although I used to just go by Sid. Basically just playing a little bit of games here. We're just having some fun playing a little bit of Seance, Blake Manor, kind of like a little mystery horror game kind of thing. Spooky game for for Halloween mainly. But I also really dig puzzle games, so this kind of fits that. What's the word I'm looking for? It kind of fits that, feeds that desire, so. But I stream variety. I'm a variety streamer. I stream all kinds of games. I mostly play a lot of RPGs. That's like the main stuff I play. Really love your avatar. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. We did go the VTuber route, so, and I like it too. I mean, eventually the artist does plan to update the model to where it can have hats, so I can actually put like a little detective hat on him. But for right now, this is perfectly fine, and I actually really dig it, so. But thank you. Middle of last century, we get back to where we were at. We're currently trying to investigate a murder, well, a missing person. Not technically a murder, although we suspect that a murder will happen in a day. So we're trying to prevent that from happening. Basically, there's a seance that's supposed to take place tomorrow to give people some exposition of the game. And we're trying to prevent as many people from going to that seance as possible because we fear that some type of entity is going to be released that'll go on a murdering spree from the evidence that we've collected so far. We have stopped a couple people already from going, but I don't think we're going to save everybody. I just don't think I've played this properly and managed my time properly to do this, because I mean, I've never played this before, so this is kind of just going in blind, which is always fun to do as a blind play. The last century's custom was generally adhered to in Ireland. Right now, we're just trying to get some information about some things that we were told in passing when talking to some of the guests here. Of late years, the custom has fallen greatly into disguise and is now of rare occurrences, except in some ways, few old families and among the pleasantries have become more of a wordless, mournful cry. Okay, so we've already looked up all this other stuff. We might just kind of like look over this really quick, because I'm looking for a certain name. I could have sworn I remember seeing a name somewhere in these records. No official record of how it got so cold, but the measurements taken were enthusiastically claimed it dropped as low as minus 20 degrees. Yeah, we know about that. The year of slaughter. Crops and herd damage from the Great Freeze resulted in massive shortages in milk and food. Record suggests it's a high of 20% of dead. Okay, yeah. We know about that. The tsunami. Massive earthquake in Portugal. Sent a tsunami. Hit the western and southern parts of Ireland. As far up as Gomera, where the manor is built. Yeah. Thousands died from here in the tsunami. Earthquake itself claimed the lives of 100,000 Portuguese. The Great Famine. It's less than 50 years since the Great Hunger that lasted from 45 to 52. The blight wiped out the potato crop most of the population relied on to survive as the English rule extorted every other resource from the country. On top of this, the English corn laws blocked and imported of any grain despite the obvious need for relief. The full loss of life from this period is yet unknown, but deaths are estimated to be around 1 million, with another million fleeing the country on coffin ships bound for America, Canada, Australia, and more. Anyone surviving something like that had deep scars. My own parents refused to talk about it and grew dark when it was mentioned. It is unknown how long it will take for the country to recover. Yeah, I could imagine. Standing stones, or menhir, are large, deliberately placed stones around the world, but especially in Ireland. There is no consensus on the purpose of standing stones. There are no records in detailing it, nor any surviving traditions that can be reliably traced. However, there are several theories as to their purpose. Those mostly commonly held would posit that they marked the boundaries of territories, or that they had ritual significance in old Druidic religion. Some Menhir Clochfada in the Irish tongue are found to be inscribed with a long forgotten and therefore indiscernible language. Yeah, old Druidic, probably. That is Irish history, so we don't really have anything good there. What's over here? Is this also Irish history? It's spiritualism. They might have something good. No. We already know about all that. Folklore would be... We already kind of went into that. World history? Oh, this is a new one. Okay, so... Look up Oliver Cromwell. Who the hell is Oliver Cromwell? We'll go with the Captain of the Forest. Capitis do Mato, which translates to Captain of the Forest, were free men, usually of limited financial means, tasked with hunting and recapturing escaped slaves in Brazil. Their main job was to return fugitives to their master and to destroy Quilombo settlements, receiving monetary rewards in return. Most captains of the forest were freed slaves themselves, which put them above slaves but still low in social prestige, which made them resented by captives. Despite their authority, they were generally looked down upon and remained close to the social position of those they pursued. Let's look at this one. Are settlements established by escaped Afro-Brazilian slaves. Many of the settlements residents live in poverty. These communities originated during the 16th century in Brazil when Afro-Brazilian slaves fled brutal conditions on sugar plantations in Brazil. It is said that Aquitaine, an Angloan princess in general who was enslaved during the Colonies War, escaped with some of her soldiers and found Palmeiras, which is one of the largest settlements in Brazil. Oliver Cromwell. Instrumental in the execution of King Charles I and the brief period in which England became a Commonwealth in the 1600s, even his homeland. Wow, this is too much reading. I'm sorry. Too much reading, guys. Even in his homeland, Cromwell was a controversial figure, infamous for his ban on the celebration of Christmas among many such joyful activities, as they were thought to distract from the worship of God. While widely disliked in England, his legacy in Ireland is significantly darker and more bloody. In what became known as the Cromwellian Conquest, Cromwell led what amounted to a massacre across Ireland in the form of a conquest. He spared no quarter, going so far as to order the deaths of even those who had sheltered in churches, such as in the siege of Dochirka. How about the carnival? His lively celebration emphasized the joy in life before the Christian season of Lent. Unlike Mardi Gras, Carnival is not limited to just one day, spanning from January to March, with festivals culminating on the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. Celebrations are marked by vibrant floats, elaborate costumes, and massive parades, with the rhythm, participation, and style of costume differing from region to religion. That was not useful at all. I hate to say it, but it was not. More Irish mythology. We don't need Irish mythology. Flora and fauna, we're not interested in. Medicine, no. World mythology. Why would I need to look up vampires? Oh wait, we already read this. Yeah. Anger and bloodthirst, the subjects are drawn to it as under a spell. They are nigh impossible to kill, being vulnerable only to wood from a yew tree. Even then, once killed, it is to be buried upside down and weighed down with a stone of such a size that it would take at least 5 good men to move. For those reasons, it's said that once a land is plagued by an apparition, they are never to truly be free from it, which it will return to feed on generation after generation. That wasn't very... Wait. Oh, we got some... Well, I guess something came out of it. Is there anything I want to look up? We already did that. Let's look this up. Extracted in India from a bark of tree was used in the 17th century. South America as the trees from malaria and fevers. Right, became commonplace in Irish medicine as a general fever remedy. Can be purchased from chemists and apothecaries and pre-mixed tinctures and tonics, as well as a pill in powdered form. It's a sulfate powder and often sold in small quantities without the need of a prescription. Due to its dreadful bitter taste, it is recommended to mix it with water, sugar, or spirits for easier consumption. In high doses, the side effects may include dizziness, numbness, and dulling of the senses. In severe cases, it can cause nausea, confusion, and temporary blindness, yet it remains the preferred thing. Although it is described which having regulation along with that, high doses can still be obtained from local chemists. Okay. Yeah, we already know about the folk healing, so we're not really worried about that. Geography. I don't care about the artwork. We already looked all this up earlier too. None of this is actually very useful to us right now. Well, maybe some psychology, maybe. No, we already did that. We already did the thing with lucid dreaming. We're fine there. Sciences, maybe. I have nothing to look up. Okay. Is there anything else I can talk to her about?
Hello, Mr. Ward.
I have... Okay. This is Liv's necklace. Am I to understand it? Is it a mourning? It is, Mr. Ward, for her late husband. I've never met him, you know. He died of malaria. I did try to warn Victoria. I had seen it, you understand. We were too late, of course, and to listen to Victoria, the word loss is a remarkable man because of it. Their bond of Mr. Ward is great, deep gentleness, deep love. Sometimes I don't know if I'm doing it right, you see, being here for her and all this. I know I want to try. What about their relationship? You knew Mr. Hunter before this event, didn't you? Yes. He was the groundkeeper of our family estate when I was growing up. I've known him since I was very small. He was a tremendous help when my second sight came in. No one else really knew what to do with me. It runs in bloodlines, you see, but I have it much more fiercely than anyone in my family's living memory. I was so happy to see him here. I've always considered him a good friend, but we've been trying to be discreet. Some people think it's improper. I think it's silly. I've met plenty of terrible men in far better standing. We're all just people, no matter our station. Don't you agree, Mr. Ward? But I won't risk him his job, so discretion it is. Okay. Would Miss Law be your chaperone? She is. I needed someone to touch what I'm saying, to vouch that I'm staying out of trouble. I admit she's a friend before she's my chaperone, but really that's all that's better for having to keep each other's company so long. She's a darling for accompanying me in the first place. This is much more of my sort of event than hers. How would that be, miss? Oh, Veronica isn't so much for mysticism. She's more interested in sciences, but, well, I am akin to mystics.
I'll let you be, miss.
Take care, miss.
What do you have to say? Do I have anything useful to say to you? I don't really have anything. Wait, the Grand Seance. I didn't talk to her about that. Do you think the seance is going to be successful? I believe it when I see it, Mr. Ward. It just so happens that I've already seen some improper things. That was worthless. Okay. I noticed you're wearing a cameo. May I ask who it depicts? Yes, it's my late husband. Well, I no longer expect to dress in mourning for him, and he would not have wanted me to continue on, so anyways, I'd rather like to keep the cameo, keeping him close. Nothing
That's all, Miss.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
Okay, let's get out of here. We still need to find the one guy that we're missing, so we can complete... I'm having so much trouble finding this dude. I need to find him. We have him completely... There's one fact we still don't know about him. I need to talk to him again, but I can't find the guy. I've been looking for him for like 2 days. Well, day one I found him. Actually, early this morning I found him, but this game is ridiculously long. Way it wants to be. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Let me check my schedule. I feel like I have something coming up that I should be paying attention to.
Are you enjoying the event?
Oh, no. I wish I hadn't come. It has cost me everything.
That's right.
Oh. Well, I'm having a nice time.
Wow. What an ass.
What are you thinking about?
Thinking? Sorry, did you mean me?
Who else would I be talking to?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought I wasn't thinking of much.
Nonsense. I'm no mind reader, but I know when a man has something on his mind. Now, what could it be? Angels. That's your thing, isn't it? That's what I've heard. Go on and tell me about these angels then.
Don't let me bore you with that. We could talk about something else.
Not at all. This way, I get to go home and tell my friends about how I spoke to a boy who speaks with angels, which is just excellent. Do go ahead. How did you find out you could do it in the first place?
Oh, I nearly died.
Go on.
Ha! A horse riding accident, just over a year ago. You know how it is. The horse spooks, and there's only so much you can do. I don't remember much of what happened after I fell. Not what was around me, anyway. Just the most revolting pain in my side and my leg. And the idea that I was going to die. I can't say it seemed clear, because nothing was, but it did seem very certain. And then I saw. I still don't know how to describe what it looked like. But behind all that was happening around me, I saw it. A thing that I instinctively knew was an angel. My companions got me to a doctor. All the while I would see glimpses of it watching. I was babbling the entire time, I am told. It stayed with me until the turn of midnight. And by then, they thought that I would live after all.
And that was the end of it?
It is around me still. I get glimpses of it now and again. At some cost, I can see it more clearly for a moment. I think it watches me. Us. This seance.
And you speak with it?
I speak to it. Sometimes. It does not reply. If I am ill, or in danger, or on the brink of consciousness, I can make it out. See its shape. Exchange a few words.
Has the year last seen you ill, in danger, or on the brink of consciousness much?
I wonder if it has some purpose for me, but it never stays around long enough to get an answer. To look upon it alone is just unmatched. But the fact of the matter is, until the rituals work, those moments are all I get.
Okay. Oh. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Brumik. Appreciate that. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you for the follow, though. That's great, man. Hope you're having a good day.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
I want to talk to you about the Fae first. We'll do that first. Do you happen to know anything about the Fae? Perhaps we best not talk about them for the sake of the superstitious guests, I mean. I don't want to upset anyone. Alright, well, you were useful as hell. I'll talk to you about being a jeweler. You mentioned you were a jeweler? I am, or rather I was. I ended up in London alone as a young lad, nothing to my name. My mother had loved jewels, and so as a result, I did. I found work cleaning at shops. At first, I was a well-spoken lad, and as I say, I knew my stuff, and so in time, I was raised to sales. One thing led to another, and time passed by all too quickly. Eventually, I wound up with my own shop in London. Did a tidy trade, earned enough to live well, no small feat in that city. I sold up when my wife passed. It did fill me with the same way it did before. I still do enough to cover my needs. I love that emote. The Raven fucking having like a brain fart. I'm pretty much having that right now. I still do enough to cover my needs, select clients and all that, but not a whole lot more. Alright, let's talk about the ring that we found. You are a jeweler, you are not, Miss Coventry? Have you seen a ring like this before? Not one like that, Mr. Ward. That very one. I saw it in London. Belongs to a Mr. C.L. D'Arcy, the man who told me of his events. He wanted his ring, this ring, resized for a lady's finger. He was unsure of the size. I feel like I missed something. It's possible. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm reading a lot of text because I was just basically doing lore drops earlier, and I'm trying to solve. There's certain things I'm missing to like make hypotheses so I can actually make conclusions. There's like a couple strings that I'm missing. This is one of the major strings that I'm missing. So I found out this ring belongs to Mr. D'Arcy. When did Faye come into this? So earlier, there's a druid here of the old religion. And when I was, I think it was yesterday or the day before when I was playing, I was out in the maze and I saw what looked like a figure hammering on an anvil. There's a decorative anvil out in the forest maze. And that led me to the Fae and the old gods. So from there, I was doing some more investigating and learned more about them. I still don't know which god it was, but I've narrowed it down to 2 gods, which I'll pull that up in a moment. He was unsure of the size of the ring finger, though, so he didn't get it done at the time. Imagine a man not knowing his wife's ring size. In this, the year of our Lord, 1897. Okay. Well, you gave me what I needed.
And to you.
Hold on. So let me show you this. So there's only 2 people I haven't been able to talk to yet. So we know about this. We know he has a deceased mom. So if we go to him real quick, we skip the animation. We know he's a jeweler. He has a recently deceased wife. We still haven't had a chance to investigate his room yet. We don't have the key to his room. He's one of the ones we don't have the key to. Oh, sorry. You were asking about that. So if I go back, and if I go to Mrs. Dean's... Or is it the haunting? So as you can see here, I researched Irish folklore, and that's when I came across the Fae. But I originally started with the shadowy figure that I saw in the maze when I was chasing down Mrs. Dean, who's the lady who's missing. I was following her trail. I've already narrowed out the gods. These 2 gods of the old Irish religion, which this is the council, the pantheon of gods. We know Morgan is the goddess of the crows. We know that. These are the 2 gods that I haven't been able to confirm, but this is the god that I saw. I saw a giant hammering on an anvil out in the maze, and I know this was the anvil that I found, which you can see the Celtic knot in the center of it, which strongly indicates that it's a Celtic god of some sort. So these are the only 2 gods that I haven't been able to confirm 100% that it's that god. I know it's one of these 2 gods for that anvil that we saw. My money, though, is on this one. I believe he's the one. Gobenu. I think he's the one that I saw. Because, I mean, if you just look at that, if you look at her, look at him, like, the helmet's pretty damn obvious. But my guy is not smart enough to make that, And this is the one I'm having trouble with. I have pretty much narrowed down everybody except for him. He's telling me that he was in his room, but he has no one to claim that he was. This is the guest. When I followed her path, I found out that she had a fight, according to another person, that she had a fight with somebody out in the maze. And I've spoken to everyone else, and I've been able to confirm that they were not there, so it couldn't have been them. But I have these two guys that haven't been able to confirm yet. I've been trying to find him for a minute, but I cannot find him anywhere in the freaking manor. I spoke to him this morning, but I haven't been able to speak to him since. Didn't I already analyze her? I had not. Oh, right, because I didn't actually meet her personally. Oh, she's part of the Hermetic Order as well. Evidence of a ring worn for a long time and since removed. Okay. We haven't actually had a chance to talk to her yet.
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
I should have talked to her before. I forgot. I haven't actually spoken to her. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with this first. Do you have reason to believe that your husband was writing to someone he shouldn't have been before his death? Oh, do I? My Cecil was quite the wordsmith. It was what had me fall for him in the first place. Now, if only he had the decency to say those little letters for me, so she knows that he had a history of that. Let's see. A bridge game? Were you at the bridge game? Indeed I was, and I got roundly thrashed, so I don't want to speak about it anymore. How many did attend? I suppose to say eventually managed to convince the doctor to play after no small amount of badgering. He was a good sport about it. Surprisingly good at the game itself, come to think of it. His aunt was there too, of course, and everyone else that I've already confirmed was there. She doesn't seem impressed with something in the event, the attendees, or perhaps with me. You seem unimpressed with something. Do I? Suppose you want to know if it's with you. Well, you can rest easy. Since coming here, I have a great many things on my mind, and none of them are to do with a man I just met. Okay. The large brooch. It's obviously the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Yes, well, it's actually very important, I tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret societies, she's saying. Yeah, I know what it is. It's this. What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything after all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me. Just... Okay. You're being fantastic. I don't suppose you recognize this woman Mr. Dupree has been drawing. Is that Evelyn Dean? Why would he be... No, I'm sure it must be his Laura. It must be. He's recently lost a friend, you see. She was some sort of pagan fire priestess, I think, and that is why he is so fond of the fire pit in the maze. But really, that is not my story. I need to go back to the maze. There's a fire pit in there. Shit. Let's talk about this ring that I found. Do you happen to recognize this ring? Where did you get that? I found it in the hotel. Does it mean something to you? Not anymore. It was my husband's. The dog that he was. No, keep it. I don't want that awful thing. So yeah, that is her ring. Let's do this first. You ever written about a miscarriage in your work? No, it's not something I think. Frankly, sir, given how the topic is dealt with in the real world, I do not think publishers for this audience would care for it. Well, let's bring it to this then. Has your work given any expertise on medical documentation? Oh, goodness no. The odd time I would need to include something like that is off to the library for me, or I might pester my cousin who has himself become a doctor. Alright, let's talk about the mistress real quick. Have you ever used an affair or an infidelity as a plot point in the book? You know, if you just read my books, but yes, I did once. A woman husband cheated on her, and the reconciliation night was his alibi for a murder. In hindsight, I do not think I did justice to how devastating it can be. If I were to revisit the story now, he would need another alibi. The Grand Seance. Do you suppose the seance will be successful? I would hope so. It's a long way to come for a failure, but I am sure all these experts, how hard can it be? Still struggling to understand the difference between asking a medium to tell me a ghost's name and asking the ghost itself. It's all the same to me as long as the ghost leaves afterwards. That's the part I'm interested in. Let's ask her about the tan line. You recently removed the ring. I may or may not have. In either case, it's none of your concern. Alright, that was a waste of time.
Good day.
Okay. Do we have anything else we can talk to him about?
We meet again.
Wait,
Good day.
Never mind. We don't want to talk to him. We've already confirmed that he wasn't part of the thing. Oh, there's the pagan. There's him. We might be able to talk to him about something.
And you're back. What?
We know he wasn't at the bridge game, but we've already confirmed that he can't do magic, so he's already been eliminated from the thing. I don't think there's really anything we need to talk to him about.
I should only do something if you want.
Let me look here. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw someone at the table. Maybe him?
Mr. Ward.
Let's ask him about this. Do you often wear that pin? You know, it's habit. Settles patience. I forgot I even had it on. I'm a pagan myself, but this is Ireland. Strong sense of guilt and shame has been bred into the freest of us. Let's ask him about this guy. Certainly, he's one of Ireland's old gods. He will focus on his smithing, but he was also a hospitaller of the Dune. It's said that his mills could protect you from sickness. Along with that, he was a healer of sorts. He crafted living metal limbs to bring mobility. And then Brian. He's the last person we can talk to about this. Goddess, let's see, a member of the Goddess of Wisdom, a number of things. She sometimes thought to have two sisters with the same name with the other domains. Sometimes they are attributed. You'll likely find her linked to the Saint Rune too. I can tell you that for free.
I have to be on my way.
Be well.
Okay. Oh, we don't want to waste all of our time just yet. It's staffed only, locked. Okay. There's a lot of people in the bar. I've got to figure out where the fuck he's at, man. I haven't been able to find him at all, and it's like, it's very annoying, because my guy keeps bringing it up. He's like, I need to do this. I was like, I know you need to do this, but I can't do anything about it. Timetable. The mass ballroom starts at 9. Changing rooms, walled garden. Okay. I have nothing on him, too. He's in the dining room. Oh, you know what? He might be in the dining room. Think about it. Yeah, I don't have any other information, which sucks. But we're gonna go out to the maze. Is what we're gonna do. He said there was a fire pit out here. That was something I needed to investigate. I don't know where Mr. Croissant is, so I can't freaking talk to him. Alright, Mr. Hunter's still out here. We have nothing to really talk to Mr. Hunter about. Oh, I got a little scared there. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's Hisham. We don't really need to talk to her right now. We can't even do her mission until tomorrow. We have to wait until the basement opens up. I have to wait till they do the shipment. Alright, let's go into the maze, even though I don't really want to. This maze really annoys me. We gotta find a fire pit in the maze. Ugh. I have no idea where this fire pit's at. I don't like this place, though. I mean, who would like a maze, honestly? Alright, there's gotta be a fire pit here somewhere. Let's go to the map. So... I think first we'll go this way. That's not the way. I meant this way. We're gonna be bouncing between our map a lot here to kind of help me navigate this maze. Oh shit. That's some scary shit. Is that Mary?
God almighty. A spirit. Is that Miss Dean?
It's Miss Dean.
She doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think she means to hurt me. I need a closer look.
Yeah. This is the fire pit. Oh, I can use the spirit board to talk to her.
I found this. Does it help? I'll take that as a yes.
OHEST OASHES. She's saying that way too fast. I don't know what she's saying. She's moving it fast, but it seems to be a pattern. It must be the same sequence over and over. I just need to find the start of the message and then the end. SASH. Let's see where the sequence starts. She... Be here? Hold on. No, that can't be it. I know that. So SHESTOAASHESEST. So SHESASHESTOASHE. What's the last maybe this has got to be a start. She's no reset. She's to ashes as he's to ashes. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Ashes. Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah.
Is that it, miss? It must be. Ashes to ashes. Do you mean your urn? Unless...
Ah! Ha-ha! We found something. A charred piece of paper. I swear it wasn't there before. Did she... What the hell is that paper? What is that? Did someone try to burn this? Either way, whatever survived is readable. Evelyn. Madam Evelyn Dean. She is a parasite upon my thoughts. She is the face of my dearest friend, corrupted, corroding her memory. Evelyn Dean will be the vessel. She must contain Lara's spirit. The vessel begs for it by her design. She will return to me here. No. 1, 2, 3, Madame. Save me from darkness. 2, 1, 2, 3 here, not there. A stranger here, a strange land there. The vessel has to have been in a land I have never been. 2, 3 is getting its hooks in me again. It grows fat on my grief. Burn it. Burn these thoughts before it takes hold. Sweet Lord, Evelyn Dean is a vessel for another spirit, for his spirit? Does Mr. Dupree really mean to go through with this? Huh. So, let's go back to Dupree. Alright, well, we know he's not the one who did the fight. Damn it. Because we already had an alibi for him. Son of a bitch. No, we don't want to go that way. We need to go this way. We still need to find Mr. Croissant so that we can finish that off. Wait, is there another way to... Oh, shit. Mr. Croissant is here. Hold on. We gotta go back. We finally found Mr. Croissant, gang. And I've got 2 minutes. I've only got to ask him one question. Takes a minute to ask you, you son of a bitch. Of course you're on the fucking... Ah! You're on the bridge. Why you gotta be on the bridge? Mr. Croissant, I must speak to you about your food. It's delicious. What the hell? As much as I want to look at that well, we can do that later. We gotta talk to Mr. Croissant.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Yes, I need to ask you about the bridge game. You didn't happen to attend the bridge game on Tuesday evening. I did not. I'm not really one for socializing. Did you find anything more interesting than pass your time? You are probing. I have something you want. No information, perhaps? I suppose we are friends now. That you have done me a favor, yes. The answer is a boring one. I sat the event out. I found a pleasant nook in the northeast corridor and read. But you need not trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Murphy, I had asked her to help me to bring me a sandwich that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. Fuck.
That's all.
Now we gotta find the cook.
Monsieur.
Son of a bitch. Alright, well this can be the last thing. Closed up well, but I can hear water on the other side. It's covered in these markings. I get the sense they're a recent addition, but who could have drawn these? I already know who drew them. It's the lady who's doing the wishing stuff. Alright. Yeah, and he's gone. See, I'm glad we talked to him. So now we just can confirm his alibi. See, this proves what I was thinking. It's Mr. O'Hara. But I have to, like, 100% confirm it beyond a shadow of a doubt, so to speak. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, let me see. Let's see if I can, let me go back to the map real quick. So these two are out here. Oh, there's DRC. I can talk to him. Or Dupree. Ground floor. Garden. And those two are not important. Wait, who's this? Who the hell is that? The gents' changing room. Fuck, there's that meeting going on in there. I gotta get in there. Son of a bitch. That's what was at 7. I knew there was something at 7. I fucking knew it. God damn it. We gotta talk to this guy, though. While we're here.
Hello again.
Yeah, we got some shit we gotta talk to you, bro. You said offer you a reading, indeed she did. For an astounding showmanship, I astounded she's grown. Yeah, we already know about that. You know, he would know about the Fae. You know, every culture has its name for the things that live on the edge of our understanding. Japanese call them yokai. The Persians call them have-puri. The Russians call their lashi, and so on. Each one is shaped by their climates and therefore influenced by the human culture. Perhaps they're all the same, whatever that ultimately is. Let's talk to you about this. Let's talk to you about the urn, too. Someone mentioned to me that you had an urn with you when you arrived. Indeed, I do. It contains the belongings of a true menace. Really? I speak naturally of my dearest friend. She wanted her ashes scattered in her home country, you see. I must admit, however, that I am taking my time. I still hope that I have seen her one last time before laying her to rest. Let's talk about the soul jars. Anything about soul jars? I simply put, Mr. Ward, they are as they sound. They are jars for storing souls and not something I'd see beyond most extreme of circumstances. What about your tattoo? It looks pretty cool. I have to ask about it. Oh, this? It's Madame Brigitte's veil, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol of honoring of her as priest as such. She's our law of life and death. I suppose your astrology to a low would be a saint. Your analogy. She is born of your pagan goddess and believes her look from when they fled to Americas. I guess the journey changes them. I learned something else. So what can you tell me of her here? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. She's not one of the sovereign goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. Catholic Church came here. She atoned. She alone was deemed too powerful and swept under the rug, so they canonized her. Saint Mary of Hell, she became a lot of the same domains: husbandry, midwifery, healing. You may have noticed her cross hung along the walls of the manor. Myola is said to be a part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed on that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of one goddess, all distinct yet so similar. The guy who's important that I need to talk to you about. He's a smithing god. I don't recall much about him. Perhaps one of the Callahans. Yeah. Mr. O'Flynn can talk to you. Ghostly message. Do you know about the transferring souls, Mr. Dupree, specifically into living bodies? I know it to be an unforgivable act, the erasure of one life to belong another beyond its natural years. Please may we dwell on it. Please may we dwell on it no longer. Spirits. Do you think spirit boards have any practical use? Yes, Master Ward. Rather too often they're dismissed as toys. I've even brought one here myself. Is there some communication you could wish to make beyond the boundary? My dearest friend, I brought her ashes to be scattered in her home country, but also that we might speak once more. Spirit board will allow us a few words at last, but the seance may actually allow us to speak to. Well, I've not found her, but no doubt she's near a place of fire. I've checked everywhere, but I cannot find her. Sometimes I think I have lost her in a place. Sometimes I wonder if she's not speaking to me. Forgive me, Master Ward, I lost my run of myself there.
Not at all, Mr.
We did learn some information, but not much. All right, let's go check in on our 2 people who are in a room that they're not supposed to be in. Let's see what they're saying. Let's get the juicy gossip. Why don't we? Which is going to be... This is the bathhouse, so we just need to go over here. I'm actually getting pretty good at navigating this manor fairly well. Sad thing is, we got to wait for the cook to show up now so that we can talk to the cook and confirm his alibi so that we can confirm that Mr. O'Hara had to be the one that had the fight with her. Miss Dean. Somebody's coming.
Now, what was the blasted code again?
How do you know about this place?
Miss Dean showed me. She's a wonder at finding hidden places.
Do you still love her?
Is that relevant?
No, I suppose it's not. And you are willing then to marry?
Aha! I have it. Best we discuss further inside. Now, explain this to me. We marry, but it's actually you, Victoria, and I that...
Sir, no, it's not. I have to go.
Ivy! Blasted timing on you, sir. I was onto a good thing there. What on earth has you loitering around here anyway? I don't have time for your answer. I should go after her. Ivy!
Clandestine meeting. We figured some stuff out. So basically, those 2... She's wanting to get married to a man, but she's actually wanting to marry Victoria. That's my understanding. And they just need someone to play as the husband. So that way, you know, stuff doesn't happen. I guess I could go have dinner. In-game, I mean, I should say. Mr. Valerie, he doesn't have anything I can really... He doesn't have anything I need to talk to him about. Let's talk to those 2 about their clandestine meeting. Are learning a lot. be at though? Let's see if we can find them. Down at the bar. Dining room. Might be those two. Courtyards? Nope. First floor? Nope. Basement? Nope. Wall garden? Nope. I don't know where they went. They ran off somewhere. Let's see here. It's got to be something I'm missing. I'm definitely missing something. I just don't know what. I may just have to go to the dining hall. I might learn some good information if I go to the dining hall. So it looks like Mr. O'Hara was looking for a bride. But why? That's what I would like to know. Still can't go in there. Let's go ahead and go back out this way. I'm not sure. No. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and go to the dining hall. We'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. We'll talk to the father and Barbosa, see what they have to say. I'm pretty sure those two ran off and hid somewhere.
Hello again, sir. You here for...
Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to...
Might as well go ahead and eat. I'm gonna have to figure this out.
I understand the concern, Signorina. I do... Oh, but Mr. Ward, would you like to join us?
We were just talking about, well, whether this seance is such a good idea. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
Join.
I'd be delighted to. Is there doubt about the seance?
Si. Signorina Callaghan has concerns about it taking place.
If you ask me, Mr. Ward, there's nothing good to come of this. Best to leave these lands be. They're on...
I could say, amica mia, that it's only one spirit. One among many, apprehended for less than an hour. Were it to cause much trouble, I would not do it. This is, of course, a lie.
Yeah.
How can I say it is safe when it has not been done before? Of course I would risk this. And the Marquess, he sees value in that risk too.
I'm not sure the Marquis knows what's good for him.
What is it that has you so concerned, Miss Callahan?
See, this was once sacred ground. There are portals, ways to the other world, underground, all over the country. But this place housed a significant one.
That's interesting.
I worry that when our medium here calls forth something from the other side, she'll call the wrong thing.
That's a very good assumption to make.
You offend me. I'm a better medium than that.
You'll call out in a place you don't know, where things you don't know walk. They are tricksters. They can call back in any way that pleases you. And right now, You seem most eager to succeed at any cost.
That is true.
Excuse my interrupting. A portal. Underground.
As such, aye.
Do you know a way to it?
Oh, that's long lost since its invasion.
Not that I'd tell a man of God, even if it wasn't. Hasn't your kind plundered our myths enough?
Okay. So we learned more about that. Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquis of Thorn. Yeah, there's nothing important there. Alright. 7:30 still. We don't really have much to go off of right now. It's too bad we couldn't hide when we went in here earlier. We should have been able to hide and then prevent them from seeing us so that we could ask them about what was going on. Left cleaning supplies for a few months, okay. Oh, look at that damn Bible. Okay. We've already seen that, actually. I don't know where that lady's at. The kitchen staff lady. And chances are she's not going to be anywhere in the immediate area where I can talk to her. Pretty sure she's not going to be. Yeah, let's have out of that. Oh, it's the wrong button. I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm just being bad at the game right now. Wait, we can check our timetable. We might know from our timetable. Yeah, until 9 o'clock she's there, and then we don't know where she's at. Okay. Shit. So, we're not going to be able to know where she's at for a little while. Sadly. So, at least for the next 2 hours, we got to figure out something else to do. We might just wait, because we need her information in order to get more stuff. Ugh. Actually, there's something, you know, while we're doing that, let me see here. I may need to talk to him about the dagger. I might have to go back and talk to him more about that. Oh, we want to go back to it. Something I wanted to check. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Oh, we need to go back in her room and check that. Marriage plans. We already know she's trying to get married to herself. The atrium key is in the supply closet. The north key corridor key is in one of the unassigned rooms. The south key is lost in the basement. Northwest corridor key. Okay, so that's the key we need. We need to get into the storeroom for that one, which we haven't been able to yet. So we will. Pretty sure Miss Law's room is. That's Croissant's room. I think her. Is there somebody in my room? Heard laughing.
I don't see anyone. I would have sworn I heard laughter.
I doubt see well known this damn thing is lit. Yeah, we already know that.
It has faded back to its original image.
Huh. Weird. I heard laughing, but there was nobody in the room. We need to go back into Miss Lau's room. Or McLoy's room, I mean. Yeah, she's not in there. There's this box that we still haven't been able to open yet. Okay. One second, guys. This is a lockbox. Yeah, that's what I thought. What room? Let me check. What room is McCoy in? I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with that. That's room 1. Let's see. Well, damn. Chances are it's in the room, but I don't think I've found any evidence that would indicate there's something in here about it. No, that's not what I'm looking for either. Perhaps I can... I already did the lucid dreaming thing, so we don't have to worry about that. Here's her journal. 7 p.m. Evelyn Dean. Let me... Doesn't really tell me what the code is. Hold on. There might be something that I'm missing here. McLeod. Okay. I don't know if I don't think I found any information for that yet. Is that just writing stationery? Okay, yeah. Last time you were home, you picked up some of the Scotch girl's tricks, maybe some practicing. Alright, so nothing there. Everyone's pretty Miss Dean's. I doubt they were given to her for safekeeping. This is all stuff we've already looked at. Oh, shit. None of this really gives me what I'm looking for. That's not what I wanted. We didn't see this. 34525. That might be the code we're looking for. Ivy won't listen. She startles like a stray cat when I talk to her about anything remotely sincere. And all for what? Damn Evelyn Dean. Not even an ounce of conscience in her. And now Ivy is set on finding herself a... I don't see a why and which why things will go well for her. If this course is not altered, but Ivy has made it very clear she does not want me to do a thing. So I know what I have to do. I have to ensure she is confused, just enough that she won't see what I am doing and attempt to stop me. Thankfully, I now know how to temper her gift, at least a gift after last summer's terrible trip to India. A simpler dose here will often soften her ability just a while, and I can see this done. So yeah, she is poisoning her. Perhaps if Ivy does marry, I should take it as a sign to do my duty and return back to my husband's family. Sometimes I wish I had not tasted this Western freedom. I'm not sure I will give up in any circumstances. No luck, damn it all. Wherever Miss Dean has hidden whatever it is she acquired on us, I cannot find it. It's not in her room. What wicked lengths has she gone through just to make us miserable? What lengths am I going to do just to undo it? Hate this, I hate her. It is too much just to be left in peace. At this rate, I see no other recourse than to confront her. I shall arrange a meeting and we'll see how proud and accustomed she is then, and whether she has any heart at all. And if she does not, I do not know what I'll do, but I will have to do something. I know that. Something is scratched out. It looks like she says, in fact, I know full well what would happen. Evelyn would have to die. Lord, this place. I just have returned from the ladies' bathroom, and I swear I saw a ghost. Still, I'm shocked by this place. I entered to find a woman washing a shawl in the bathtub, thinking her a guest. I excused myself, but she rose up, and I did not know to be true. Her body twisted unnatural. She looked at me, though I could not recall her face. She screamed. Oh, such a scream. Many lifetimes of anguish in that scream. I fell backwards, and I stumbled away. I noticed she was gone. Nonetheless, I went to the bathroom on another floor with great trepidation. Okay. What was that code again? 34525. Well, I can talk to her now. I got some more information. I should have talked to her about that sooner. We did get more information, but now I don't know why I did that. We know she's not in here. 32545, I think is what that said. That's got to be the code for her box here. Let's see. Let's double check. Records 34525. Okay. What's in here? A letter claiming to have evidence of a romantic relationship between Miss McLeod and Miss Lau. You need this little romantic indiscretion with Miss Lau not to come to light. I could use the loyalty of a seer. Come and talk to me and we shall work something out. It's signed ED. Hell yes. We got some information. That's what we needed. So I was right. I had a feeling that there was some kind of romantic relationship going on between those two. So our goal is to find a fiance to cover up her relationship with Miss Lau. Hell yeah.
Miss McLeod means to cover up a relationship under fear of blackmail. I should find and confront her about this.
Hell yes. We found another way to convince somebody. Now we do have a problem because we don't know where she's at. We know that she was supposed to be in the changing room, but we interrupted that. So she's not there anymore. As for where she went, we have no idea. We just got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. We still have to talk to the other lady about her thing. But we did confirm that the other girl is poisoning her, 100%. We can figure that. We figured that out. We might as well, you know, isn't there a timer thing somewhere around here? There's one. You can skip to the next hour. Okay. Wait until the next hour. Yeah. There's nothing else I can really do right now. We got the information we were looking for. So now we can go to the map. That's Miss courtyard, no. First floor, no. Basement, no. Wall garden, no. Maze, no. Miss McLeod, we don't know where you're at, so we're gonna have to find you randomly. You could be anywhere. Same with Mr. O'Hara. I doubt she's in here. Yeah, they wouldn't go back in there since I was in there. There's no way. They could be in the library again. I know they love hanging out in the damn library. That's like their favorite place to hang out in. Is the library. I doubt they'd be in their rooms. At least I hope they're not in their rooms. That's a cute emote. I like the Snorlax. That's cute. Library's over here. It's like when I finally get some information and I can actually do something, and then I can't find the person I'm looking for. It's so aggravating. She's in here again. Ha ha! I found you. Before we do talk to you, though, I want to talk to her real quick.
Hello?
Told you, they got a thing with being in here. It's fair to say yourself and Miss Lowe are quite close. Of course, sir, I am her chaperone. We spend quite a lot of time together. Some might say you're very, very close if you catch my meaning. Whatever you're implying, Mr. Ward, I don't appreciate it. Alright, fine.
That's all, Miss.
Farewell, Mr. Ward.
If you don't want to say something, I'll talk to her.
Hello, Mr. Ward.
There is one thing I want to discuss first. I want to discuss this. I want to apologize, Miss Lowe, for locking on you and Mr. O'Hara. It wasn't my intention. It was a stupid idea, really. With all my haste to find a suitor, I should have known better. If you'll forgive me for saying so, you seem like a very talented young woman. One with her whole life ahead of you. Why the rush? I have to, Mr. Ward. If I don't, then it doesn't matter. What matters is I must. And I want to talk about the blackmail letter. You're quite close to Miss Lau. Oh, Teresa, darling. She's my chaperone, but she's my friend before that. A very dear friend indeed, I'd wager. Sure, I don't know what you mean. Okay, fine. Your goal is to find a fiancé to cover up your relationship with Miss Lau.
Shush! Not so loudly.
That's what I thought.
Oh, but look at me. I don't want things to be like this. I feel awful doing this to Victoria.
But you
as
do.
long as Miss Dean has her evidence, we are not safe. We'll be ruined if she decides to share it. So, all I can do is try and mitigate the damage. Even if that means... I don't want to talk about it. Please, Mr. Ward. You can't tell anyone. You can't. Please. We will be doomed.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
Don't worry, miss.
Oh.
I won't tell a soul. I hope Mrs. Lau is handling the situation well.
Well, she's more calm than I. What will I do without her? I do hope Miss Dean doesn't succeed in driving us apart. Oof. The only way I can see that happening is if we somehow get those awful materials and burn them. There is no other way to be free from that horrible woman's grasp.
Everyone else is accounted for. It must have been Mr. O'Hara who had been arguing with Mrs. Dean. It's about damn time. Should find him. I have a question for that man. Oh yeah, So, hold on. Wait, why did it say... Hold on. Yeah, it didn't even... Okay, well, I found another way to get around that one. That's good. Oh, shit. I meant to go back in there. The culprits. We need to talk to Miss Lau. Do her investigation. So we can make her do her pot this here. Mr. Lau's goal is to... drug... No, that's not right. Is to save her... Oh, wait a minute. It's to save her relationship with Miss McLeod by... drugging her so she can find? To save her relationship with McLeod by drugging her so she can find Miss Dean. That's gotta be it, right? Oh, shit. Did I do that right? Wait, no. Is to save her relationship with Miss Luna by drugging her so she can find Miss Dean. Consider it. No, okay. Save her relationship with Miss McLeod by... His goal is to rob is to rob her drugs with goal is drugging her Miss Lord with drugs by drugging? That doesn't make any sense. Her goal is to rob her fiance with with drugs. Yeah, it's weird that there's drugs and then drugging. Like there's two different things. That's so weird. Her goal is to save. Her goal has to be save her fiance with. It has to be her relationship, and it has to be with. It's the only thing that makes sense there. But by drugging her so she can rob. Maybe it's rob Miss Dean. Yeah, there we go.
Mrs. Lau intends to get blackmail material from Miss Dean at any cost. I should find and confront her about this.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Confront you. Your goal is to save your relationship with Miss McLeod by drugging her so you can rob Miss Dean.
Would you... Please, would you keep your voice down? I am not proud of this.
I love how you're saying keep your voice down, but she's literally saying right now.
God, I don't want to be doing this.
Then why are
This
you?
whole thing is repulsive. I tried to find the material Evelyn somehow has. Do you understand? But I couldn't find it. There didn't seem much option to me then. I don't want to think what I might have to do. But the more I consider my options, I realize that if Ivy knows what I'm doing, she can't. I can't inflict her with it. I can't.
You can't or won't.
I have no doubt I'm sinning against her, Mr. Ward. I have no illusions of that. My hope is that it is the lesser of the evils I must subject her to.
Wow.
So you're right, of course. I have seen you asking questions. Your business is other people's business, I gather.
In cases like this, sometimes I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
You think I don't hear myself? How horrendous this all is? I do not want to be here, Mr. Ward. Considering these things, I am doing what I think is best for Ivy. As for Miss Dean, you know I've not yet met with her, don't you? I meant to, but she never showed. Despite what I think I might have to do, I haven't hurt her. And I won't have to consider her anymore at all if perhaps you could make good use of this. Could you retrieve what Miss Dean has on us? I believe she stashed it where she's made a mark on this map, but I cannot tell where this is. It does not match anywhere I found on the grounds. Perhaps you, with your keen eye and wandering spirit, might know where it leads. Then it can all be over. A little mercy on us, sir, please. I do not deserve it, but Ivy does. And for all her sins, I do not want to hurt Miss Dean.
Do it for their sake, if not mine. I only want to be left in peace. That all this might be between myself and Ivy, and no one else. That would mean the world.
Would it? So what evidence did you give me? Map of the catacombs. Okay. So, hold on. That's got to be in the basement, right? So I got to do that to free those two. I still got her stuff I got to do. Okay. So we know that. There's that at least. We learned some more stuff. Now we gotta find Mr. O'Leary so we can finally finish that assumption. So we need to go back. We need to figure out where Mr. O'Leary is. Which, to be frank, we don't have a clue, because I don't think we have his timetable unlocked, do we? We know that he was going to be in the changing room, but we don't know much about where else he could be. Okay. Maybe he's in the library? Like the lobby? Maybe. I don't think I'll get that lucky, though, to be honest. No, Miss Barbosa's here, though. Maybe telegraph room. Let's try that. And there's nobody in here. Great. Okay. Well, so much for that. He vanished somewhere, but we got to figure out where he went. Because we know it was him. Which I called earlier that it's him. Couldn't have been Mr. Rasan. I knew that. There's no way in hell it was Mr. Rasan. He might be in the bar. That is a possibility. He could be in the bar. Although I doubt it. Although he does like to sit at the bar and play pool, so maybe. I've seen him in here quite a few times, actually. Aha! Little devil. There you are. I have a question for you.
You again?
Mr. Omer, did you fight with Miss Dean on Tuesday in the Head Mage? This is important. Right, okay, yes, we fought. Is that why you didn't go after her later that evening? Yes, I thought that she had drank herself stupid and she'd wake up in the hedge the next day and regret everything. What did you fight over? Well, lots of things. She was drunk when I met her. She'd been drinking all day. She came to me and said something, or somebody was after her. Not physically, maybe spiritually. Astrally, as I say. She was drunk and unclear. She couldn't see their face, she said, but they had a Christian aura or something. She was specific on that point. I chalked it up to an overindulgence, told her to sober up in her room. She did not like that. Why did she come to you? We were engaged, or rather I wanted us to be. I asked her to marry me. We were courting. I wanted to make it official. She didn't want to be caged down. Didn't need a man to protect her, all that. So naturally, when she came to me for help, I threw it in her face and left. On seeing her later, I called out and she ignored me. Still furious, I assumed, so I let her be. Of course, I didn't expect her to not see her the following day. It took some food up to her room, but well, I forgot where she was staying. Then I forgot that I forgot until I saw you at her door. It all came back and I panicked and I thought maybe I was responsible for her disappearance. Then I thought maybe you would think that, but I love her, Mr. Ward. You should know that. I just want her safe. I'll see to it that she is. Thank you for your help. Okay.
I'll be off, Miss.
Don't let me.
So we have a hypothesis about the fight. We can go back. Mrs. Dean rejected. No. Mrs. Dean fought with Mr. O'Hare when he rejected her plea for help. Yep, there we go.
So, Miss Dean was asking for help as she felt somebody with a Christian aura was after her? Mr. O'Mara refused her plea because she previously turned down a marriage proposal from him. He felt he had offered to protect her then, and she turned away from him. This was his form of poetic revenge. He says she stormed off then, and they only saw her once more, wandering the halls in her magical trance. What does this tell me about the culprit?
They are a Christian.
Yes. Miss Dean seemed convinced whoever was threatening her was a Christian. Well, given the location, I'm sure most people are Catholic or Protestant, but there are likely some I can rule out based on this.
Yep, there are some that I can.
What to do next? The ball is this evening at 9 p.m. and might provide a more relaxed place to talk with the guests. Until then, I should explore the grounds and perhaps see what else I can learn about the suspects, to help me eliminate some of them against the facts I now have on the culprit. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could and if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful...
Sweet. Okay, so now we can go back to the culprits here. We know he's an atheist, so he's not Christian. We can rule him out. She is pagan. She's not a Christian. We can rule her out. So Mara, he's a... We don't have all his facts. Quinn. Mr. Maybe. We don't know about him in there. Who's the other guy that we can eliminate? Oh, it's him. He's also a pagan, so we can eliminate him. We know it was a man. Well, no, we don't actually know it was a man. We just know they were wearing medium shoes. Could be multiple people here. Is there any of these that we can... Okay, so we don't really know much. We did eliminate quite a few suspects, though, so we're down to, let's see, how many we got? 1, 2, although I don't really think these two did it. 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not Christian, so he'd be eliminated too, actually. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That leaves 11 suspects left. Actually, that makes 12 because she's Catholic. I don't think he's Catholic. I'm fairly certain he's not, but I'll probably figure that out later. Yeah, we don't know what her motive was, though. What about the haunting? We still haven't learned anything about the guy. Okay. Alright, gang. Since we unlocked that, we're going to go ahead and call it here, because I do have to start getting ready to make dinner here soon. So, well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Appreciate you guys dropping in for a little bit while we hung out. And we will probably, depending upon how many people we have, we might raid out. Oh, yeah, we got plenty to raid out too. Let me see if there's anyone else playing this game. Probably, hopefully someone who's a little bit further behind than I am. Let's see. One second, guys. I'm just doing a little bit of scouting. Let's see. Okay, yeah. These people, we're gonna raid out to Ludo history. They are right in this. They're the same day, but they're in the earlier part of the day. So if there's some stuff you guys missed out on, they would be able to help out with that. So we're gonna go ahead and hit our ending stream thing here, and we will go ahead and raid out to them.